Live from Buffalo, New York, the world's longest running weekly episodic television program, WWE's Monday Night RAW, is upon us as we start out the show with one Finn Balor. Joining me tonight, yes, I am back. I'm back. Better than ever. I'm back. That's me, Karl Karufel, alongside Chris Best and down below OMD. And I'm sure we will get that ever so awaited run in every week that we get from Chris Parrish. I know that it will happen tonight. Guys, how are you doing?
I am fantastic, as I just told you before the show. So I am fantastic. I'm relieved.
And we get why, OMD. We totally get why.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm doing just fan-fucking-tastic as well. For more than just Raw tonight, but for other reasons that have happened in my life that I will explain post-broadcast to you guys.
Awesome. So now I got a quick question for you guys here. We saw Finn Balor coming down to the ring, and now we're getting a video package. Do you guys enjoy this new direction that the WWE has been going with these type of vignettes or these video packages that have been happening at these kind of different times?
Yes, for me, because personally, I have trouble with my memory most of the time. So, like, if I can't remember what happened on the Raw the previous week, I like seeing these vignettes and being reminded of what happened.
Understandable.
I do too, because they're taking away from, and I do, but it does take away from a wrestler saying, roll the footage. They're doing it before we get in there. So I do like it for that aspect, because you're not dragging it out through and extending the promo by 20 minutes.
Right.
And I liken it too to, like, remember in the Attitude Era, like before a pay-per-view would start, we'd see like a little vignette of all the feuds we're going to see for all the feuds for what we were going to see for that pay-per-view. Yeah. I feel like we don't really get that much anymore.
They seem to be doing a lot more of these where they're talking about just about that one story and not giving us a full collection of the entire show, but rather just that one particular aspect of the show.
Yeah, and I do like it because it harkens back, and it's the reminder of, okay, this is how everything for this played out. Now you can go and do this again in a little while with a different story.
Right.
I kind of like that shirt that Finn's wearing, by the way.
Oh, I was just going to say that. It's very Funko Pop-esque. I kind of really enjoy that.
Yep.
But it's clear, as I said last week, we're getting Finn and Seth again at SummerSlam.
Ooh, Finn coming right out. And I didn't think that they were going to go this direction, considering he's wearing a Judgment Day shirt, but instead he did go there and said that if it wasn't for Damian Priest, that things would have been different. A little dissension going on here with the Judgment Day.
And here we go. Here comes Mr. Priest.
You're a little behind us. Just you wait.
Yeah, a little bit.
So no, I am. I'm actually on the USA feed tonight. I've decided, because I'm going to go for the picture-in-picture during commercials.
Gotcha.
So we can get OMD's commentary during commercial breaks.
Yes. And gentlemen, I do have the monitor up, so I can watch the chat to respond to actual comments.
Beautiful.
Speaking of chats, that kind of messed me up when I came into the room to get everything ready. I saw the chats from Paramindful going on. I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on here?
Right. If you guys have not checked that out, go back and look at, after this, go back and take a look at our local establishment YouTube page or the Paramindful YouTube page to see the latest episode that Melball, Alex, and myself did on Bigfoot.
Nice. One of my favorite subjects.
Check it out and let me know what you think, my man.
I've already seen the teasers myself. I'm gonna probably check it out myself as well. Because I saw the little 2-minute shorts we were throwing up on the OLE YouTube page.
Right? Mammy letting us all know that Judgment Day is still running Monday Night Raw. I like it.
Did Finn just take a back seat to them too?
He did. He sure
and now
did.
We've got Dirty Dom in the ring with Mommy.
Yeah. And Rhea, I love the little things. Like Rhea having written Dirty Dom just underneath her eye there on her cheekbone.
Yeah.
Her very high cheekbone.
Yes.
It's like, yeah. And it's just so, and the crowd. Oh, I love it. OMD, same shit, different day. But I'm loving it.
Yeah. Speaking of you saying same old shit, it was a crowd chant that happened at MLW's pay-per-view this past Saturday, which, by the way, fantastic show.
I was supposed to join the watch along and I fell asleep.
I was going to as well, but I was with my girlfriend. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Slight family show here. Slight family show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I sat down, I was watching Collision and fell asleep.
Okay.
Did you have a chance to watch it yet, Karl?
I have not yet.
Okay, then I won't spoil the matches.
But after having had a late night the night before, I ended up going to CWE on Friday night for the delayed show.
I unfortunately forgot about the CWE show on Friday.
Their truck broke down outside of Elliott Lake. The show didn't go until 11.
It didn't start till 11?
Yeah.
At night?
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm kind of glad I didn't go because I catch a bus.
Yeah. I got out of there at 1, and it was because I was with Bubba Duke.
Okay.
But I got to ask you, because I haven't seen him wrestle in forever. How is Chris Masters in the ring these days?
It was not a great match, to be honest. And I won't put that on him.
I love that Seth came out eating chicken wings.
But our dear friend,
his inner Papa Smokes right there.
Our dear friend from the military, shall we say, did get locked in.
Okay.
A little Sergeant Commando.
Yep.
Yeah, we can definitely say Sergeant Commando's name.
Sergeant Commando took the master lock.
Oh, that
Did
happens.
things get a little wild then?
No. No, like I said, I mean, the end of the show, it was long, and I mean, everybody was tired. I mean, there were people there that had kids that had been waiting since 4 o'clock.
Oof.
And in the heat on Friday, because I remember how warm it was Friday. I was out all day that day.
I was working out in it.
Yeah, it wasn't bad once we got there. I wasn't even going to go. I had no interest, but first Fozzie McQueen tried to get me to go, and I said, no, I'm working until 8. And I got to work in the morning, and then Bubba messages, come on, the ring, or come now. The ring hasn't even arrived yet. That was at 9 o'clock.
We got Drew McIntyre coming out here. Let's shift back to Monday Night Raw now. CWE is great. Let's leave them where they are for now because this is
Yes.
Monday Night Raw.
Yes, it is.
We are tonight going to be seeing face-to-face Ricochet and Logan Paul, as well as Cody Rhodes is going to be on our television screens. But right now, this behemoth of a man, Drew McIntyre, making his way out to the ring.
We got Barry Monkey coming in here saying if Bray Wyatt is returning, he should come on dressed as Bigfoot, claiming that the decades of sightings were all him in a suit. And it's a very long-term storytelling.
Oh, jeez.
That sounds like some Vince McMahon booking going on there.
just a wee bit.
That I went gobbledygook.
No, you know what? Vince McMahon could do better. I am going to go back to Cowboy Bill Watts booking in WCW.
Okay.
Or Jim Herd booking.
That too.
I mean, we did at one point in WCW get the Yeti.
The
Yep.
Yeti.
And Judy Bagwell on a pole.
Bro. We got Matt Riddle now coming down to the ring.
I think we got a tag match happening here.
Yes, we do.
And what do you guys think about this teaming of Drew McIntyre and Matt Riddle to take on Ludwig Kaiser and Vinci?
I guess it sort of makes sense because you kind of need to further that feud between Riddle and Gunther, and it obviously Drew wants a shot at Gunther as well. So
yes, and Drew, I believe, has the shot at SummerSlam.
So that leads me to believe that Randy Orton could very well be making a return, and we're going to get Kaiser and Vinci taking on Orton and Riddle.
You think we're going to see the return of RK Bro soon?
I'm going out on a limb and saying maybe. But I kind of still want to see Kaiser and Vinci going after KO and Sami Zayn. So
yeah.
As much as I would want a return of Randy Orton, and believe me, I do, I don't think that it's time just yet. We need to somehow allow Randy Orton to come in and become the Viper, to become the Legend Killer, to become the heel Randy Orton once again. And if we've already got Riddle and Gunther starting a program, I don't think that it would work to be able to facilitate that.
Mm-hmm.
No, I agree with you, Karl. As well, I do know that Randy Orton is slated to return this calendar year. Now, whether it's at SummerSlam or shortly thereafter, I don't know.
Right. And I mean, it could even be Survivor Series.
Exactly.
It could be December to Dismember.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Oh, God, that show. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to Randy Orton doing a post-SummerSlam return, so...
I wouldn't be opposed to it either. I really wouldn't.
We get those post-WrestleMania Raws. Why can't we have a post-SummerSlam Raw?
Why not?
It does work, but it's up to that crowd that night. It's not just the fact that it's a Raw after a PLE. It depends on the crowd.
Right.
Because you've got that huge international crowd at the Raw after WrestleMania. And I'm sure you're going to have a huge international crowd at SummerSlam.
We are, because they're going to be in England.
SummerSlam is in Detroit.
Oh, right, Detroit. Duh. Yeah. I'm back in 1992, folks.
Barry Monkey, I appreciate you, my friend. I really do. I appreciate you coming in the chat. Keep that chat going. Drew McIntyre and Matt Riddle together is perfect for me. They are two wrestlers I can't stand. So getting them out of the way in one match is ideal.
Thank you, OMB, for that correction.
I can appreciate your opinion, Barry Monkey. I am a much bigger Drew McIntyre fan than I am of Riddle. Riddle, for me, can go into the Ronda Rousey category and just slide on out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm not sure that I'm liking what they're doing here. This is a couple weeks now, maybe a few weeks now that they've done this. So we've got Riddle and McIntyre in the ring. We come back. We should be seeing, Vinci and like the Imperium coming down to the ring right now, but instead we're getting a backstage segment.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, I'm with you on this one. I don't care for it either. It actually makes me wonder, because I've never been to a live Raw. What the hell are the wrestlers doing in the ring when they do stuff like that?
Exactly.
Just standing
what
around, twiddling their
Yep.
thumbs?
Exactly. They're talking to each other, bouncing back and forth, maybe running the ropes a little bit. Oh, it's time.
Give me one quick sec here, guys.
Okay, bye.
Locker room trip 1?
Possibly. And if you would like your own locker room visit t-shirt, you can find that over at karlkarufel.redbubble.com. Oh, yes, you can. Along with other merchandise from Turnbuckle Studios. Paramindful merch. Beats and Beatdowns merch. Turnbuckle Talk merch. Boar's Nest with Bubba Duke merch. And coming soon will be some more Raw Watch Along merch as well. That's all found at karlkarufel.redbubble.com.
I think I'd be down for some Raw Watch Along merch. Something to wear to rep the brand on Mondays, you know?
Well, you know what? We can definitely work together on that, and let's come up with some stuff. Definitely that little logo that we've got for the Raw Watch Along, this one right there. We can definitely throw that onto something or other. We can make it work.
Okay. Kiddo just wanted a treat.
No, understandable.
So it wasn't a locker room visit this time.
Nope.
That's okay. We plugged the merch anyways.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, so
OMG's got his own shirt.
Yeah, we're getting a nice straightforward wrestling match between Kaiser and Riddle again, and I'm liking it. I love it every time these two get in the ring and do this.
Yeah, me too. Vintage classic style wrestling.
Yes.
Very classic European style of wrestling, because I noticed that Riddle's style also complements the European style of wrestling.
True. I mean, I've definitely been able to find that Riddle can adapt to different opponents. So if there is some high fly flippy dippy shit, he can do that. If there's some ground and pound, he can do that as well, considering he does have, an MMA background.
Absolutely.
But then when it comes to the European style or the classic wrestling, he can work that too.
Absolutely.
And I was never a fan of Matt Riddle, but he's grown on me just a little bit that I can respect what he does inside that ring.
Yeah. And Leyland saying Kaiser sucks.
Yeah, he's coming in with his opinion on Kaiser. Yep. Kaiser sucks.
You can say it. You're entitled to your opinion.
You're entitled to your opinion, man.
We're not going to throw you under the bus for that.
But for me,
The only thing we ask is that things are done respectfully. That's all. You are definitely open to your own opinion, but as soon as things start to become a little overboard, then we kind of have a little bit of
An
issue going
true.
on, right?
Yeah.
Other than that, voice your opinion because that's what we're here for. We love to hear your opinion, especially when it comes to what is happening on your television screen for Monday Night Raw. Throw it out there for us. We love to interact with everyone that is here and share it out to your friends if you feel that they would enjoy watching us watch Monday Night Raw.
Absolutely. We actually had a somebody join us last week. I can't remember their name on the Raw Watch Along, and they came in and said their favorite was Rey Mysterio, and they were 10 years old.
Barry Monkey. So very true, though. You can start to like Riddle, then he says something and gets you muting the TV. For some, yeah.
Riddle, though, you don't necessarily want to do that because there are times when he cuts that one serious promo that's just wow, you know?
Yep.
But the moment I guess the moment he says like dude or bro in his promos, it's like okay, you know.
Yeah.
We get it. You're a pothead.
Yeah.
Right.
And I guess I know it's come out that Matt Riddle's new girlfriend is pregnant, so I guess congratulations to them.
You got picture-in-picture going on there, OMD?
I do not right now.
Oh, dang.
They actually went to a full-blown commercial.
Well, see, that's the thing I'm kind of hating about the picture-in-picture stuff is like when we're watching AEW and we got me dropping my microphone.
Tony Schiavone.
Yeah. Anyways, no, I was trying to say when AEW says we're going picture-in-picture, like when Excalibur says that, we don't get picture-in-picture up here. That kind of annoys me, you know?
Yeah. No, I totally get that.
Yeah. But
when
again,
I'm home to actually watch live, I will usually use the American feed as opposed to the Canadian. So I do get the picture-in-picture. But
yeah, and see, because I watch it on TSN, TSN's like, okay, we'll do picture-in-picture some at the time.
Some. Yeah. And my computer can't handle my television service that I use for my full television package. And this all at the same time, it really messes things up, which sucks.
Yeah.
Great match to start here, though.
It is.
Oh, yeah, fantastic wrestling match.
Yeah, I'm enjoying seeing wrestling on a wrestling show so far.
Yep.
I know, mind you, we are about half an hour in. We're 25 minutes in.
We are. And I've got an Arby's commercial up on my screen.
I've got a Dodge Ram commercial on mine.
I got a WWE commercial for going to Montreal. Montreal, Quebec.
Speaking of Raw being in Buffalo tonight, we could have gone had we have known in advance, you know?
Right? Yeah. We could have. It's not that far.
No, it's not.
I wouldn't have been able to get the time off, though. I'm already taking time off this weekend.
Yep, you and me both, brother.
For that festival. And I'm jealous you guys are going to that.
Right now, there's two tickets available.
Yeah, but I don't have a passport.
Bring Mel Gibson to the WWE as a heel. You know what? I think I would be okay, I think, with a little bit more inclusion of actors coming in because, I mean, essentially that's what WWE superstars are.
Exactly.
Right?
They're actors, they're stuntmen, they're...
Yeah. And Mel Gibson has done some of his own work.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Whoa. I knew we weren't going to get a pin there, but I thought for sure that like that was came back quick from the break. That would have
Yeah.
been interesting. Something that we haven't really seen before. As I'm gonna mute so that I can crack open another one of my non-sponsored Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
I forgot I was going to pick up Dr. Pepper today.
I picked it up the other day, so I've already got my big bottle of non-sponsored Dr. Pepper on the go.
And thank you, Dr. Pepper, for doing what you do for me.
Karl, I think it was you that was wondering if we sell Wonder Bars at Food Basics several months back.
Yeah.
I went to Food Basics and picked some up.
Nice. The girlfriend found some for me. She bought the.
They're also at Shoppers
like,
too, because I was there too today too.
Oh, perfect. I have bad teeth. I'll be open and honest with everyone. I have bad teeth, so it's hard for me to eat eat those.
Yeah, but they're
But
freaking delicious.
They are. Wonder Bars and Butterfingers. I love them, but sometimes they're a little too much for me. And I still have like I think 3 Butterfingers.
Okay. And nobody better lay a finger on them.
Well,
I actually loved those Simpsons commercials as a kid.
yeah. Gunther really laying it into these two right now. Telling them that they should have had this done.
Yeah. I gotta say, I love when Vinci does that catching suplex maneuver. That just blows my mind how he can do that.
Right? It is insane. Oh, beautiful camera angle. Yeah.
I
gorgeous.
love it. Makes it feel like we're in a 6-man tag, you know?
Right? I've been in a number of those in my day.
As have I.
And no, it was not me and 5 guys.
I mean, come on. My first championship was a tag team title, so.
I believe mine was a hardcore.
Yeah, I do believe it was.
And that was back in the BYW days.
Wow.
BYW hardcore and a BYW world.
Yep. I went from tag team straight to the world heavyweight. You think they would have built me up to the Canadian title, which was our secondary championship.
Right?
But they're like, nope, we're gonna fucking Kevin Nash you. Put that world heavyweight title on you.
Yeah.
Huge knee there. Gorgeous looking. Nice looking Claymore. Interesting. OMD, let us know when you've caught up.
I've just got the Riddle flying knee.
That knee sounded sick, by the way.
You just got the flying knee into Gunther?
And now I just got the Claymore, and now Riddle's got the ankle lock and the pin.
Okay.
Okay, so I think I see where you're going with this. I think we are going to see maybe a triple threat match for the Intercontinental title.
Yep, I'm thinking so too.
I'm not thinking so. I'm thinking they've done the Riddle versus Gunther. Riddle's now sort of in the tag team feud. So he's going to need a partner because Drew was a one-nighter. And Drew is going to be pushing. I think you're getting Drew versus Gunther one-on-one at SummerSlam.
But that's why I thought Randy Orton coming back could be teaming up with Riddle. Teaming up with Riddle to take on Kaiser and Vinci at SummerSlam. But I think a post-SummerSlam return for Randy Orton would be the best thing.
I think so too. Oh, now we're starting to see a little dissension in the ranks here of Imperium as well.
WWE plans to take away Gunther's title before his visa expires? No.
Nope. I'm calling it now. I've been calling it for months, but he's the one who's going to beat Honky Tonk Man's record.
Oh, he is. Absolutely.
And to be honest, I kind of want to hear Honky's opinion on it.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. I've reached out to Honky Tonk Man and I haven't heard anything back, so.
Okay, and Leland says Gunther's reign is being boring. There are no rivals at his height.
I think until now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he had Nakamura, and the feud with Nakamura was very entertaining, in my opinion.
It was entertaining. Yep. But I mean, now that Drew is back, I think that we could see a good rivalry happen between these two.
Yeah.
I think that he definitely can take it to the next level, if you know what I mean.
And let's not forget what he did with Sheamus last year, too. I mean, that triple threat match between Drew again and Gunther and Sheamus, what a fantastic triple threat match that was.
Right. But I have to agree, Gunther's reign has been a little bit boring because there doesn't seem to be enough people at that level.
I mean, yeah, there were times where I did forget that Gunther was the Intercontinental Champion.
And I think a lot of that had to do with him being on SmackDown, where things on SmackDown, it makes for a good professional wrestling show, but it doesn't seem to be a lot of emphasis on different things like the championship.
Right.
I mean, that's how I see it. I could be totally wrong. You could have a different opinion. If you do, let us know.
Well, in my case, too, I wasn't watching a lot of SmackDown, but during the first half of his reign, I've only just started tuning in to watch SmackDown again. And I missed this past Friday's SmackDown, so I'm looking forward to this tribal thing we got coming up next.
Yes, I did watch, but because I got home late from working until 8 o'clock and then wound up going out, I did not get to see much of SmackDown.
Right.
So I sort of saw the last 5 minutes of the tribal court, and then I made sure I watched the Grayson Waller effect with Edge. But of course, I missed the end result of that.
I'm just hoping that they don't give us the full 49 minutes of the Bloodline storyline that happened on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Give me the cliff notes. It was 49 minutes altogether between, I believe it was 2 segments, 49 minutes of a 2-hour show.
Yeah.
That's
with commercials.
Now you're trying to cram 20 pounds of potatoes into a 10-pound bag.
Yeah, they tried.
So to me, that's kind of like watching WrestleMania 12, because that show is a show of 2 shows, in my opinion. You had the undercard, and then you had Shawn and Brett.
Right. Parrish said that the rest of the show was actually really good, though, so he did have some good things to say about it, and there were other good things that happened, some good matches that happened. Apparently, Natalia's match was absolutely gorgeous. This, and I'm happy to hear that.
Natalia's match last Monday was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, that was a great match. And I said this too, and I said it to Ed actually, but that was the match I wanted to see at Night of Champions.
Yeah, it was. Little one saying WWE does not respect the draft. Roman and the Usos belong to SmackDown.
Right, and That's do, but
true.
This is a SmackDown review that they're showing.
Yeah. Yeah, they are just going back, reviewing it, because for those that have missed it, or for those that prefer Raw to SmackDown, whatever, then they can get somewhat caught up.
Yeah, so basically what it is just You need to watch SmackDown to get this story. This is what happened last Friday. This is what you're going to get this coming Friday.
Yeah.
Dirk, thank you so much for coming by. Appreciate you, my friend. Says sub turnbuckle. Ain't this is something we get more storyline than bloodline. Very interesting. Yeah, you know what? It definitely is, but I'm okay with that because they're long term telling a story, so I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it.
I am absolutely okay with this as well.
Layla Land says, "How about a penitentiary Uso style match for the WWE title?" Interesting. I would definitely be down for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was something that another legend, I believe it was Dutch Mantel, suggested is WWE has the production money, go to an abandoned penitentiary and do a penitentiary match.
Right?
Just do it like
Jack.
the old cinema style WWE matches.
Jack,
Right?
thank you,
Yeah.
brother. We greatly
thank you, man.
appreciate
Thank you,
those
Jack,
kind
for
words.
that comment.
Also, Imperium.
Yes.
I'm a fan of Imperium.
Wishes they could, we all are, but Imperium wishes they could do what we do.
But I got to ask
It's
about
very
this
true.
Imperium thing. Is it getting to be too much now with the stable breakups? Because right now we've got Judgment Day doing their thing, Imperium doing their thing, and the Bloodlines now doing their thing.
You know what? That's a very, very valid point, Chris. And yes, I've got to agree. You can't break everybody up all at once. I mean, then you're just repeating what you did with the Nation of Domination, Los Boricuas, DX, all back in the day.
Right. So here's the review from SmackDown with the Tribal Court. I'm definitely going to have to go back and watch this just to get the full effect of everything.
Yeah, me as well.
Yeah. I have it on PVR, so I might turn it on tonight. I don't know. It depends on how late I want to stay up.
While they are running the review, I am going to go put Rotten Shane Axel to bed.
All right. Good night, buddy.
See you, bud.
We did get a Rotten Shane visual.
We did. I was going to point that out.
This is very interesting, this story.
Yeah, so I'm definitely going to have to watch this so I can get some more context out of it, you know?
Oh my goodness.
I saw it coming.
And now what about, okay, I was going to say, where's Solo and what is he going to do? Oh. Ooh. If you guys want to see some great reactions to SmackDown, make sure that you're checking out the YouTube page for Tom Collahue and his Twitch page as well, where he does a Friday night SmackDown watch along, just as we do this on Monday nights. Our good friend Tom Collahue does it on Friday nights. I'm just looking for it here. Whereabouts is it? I know that we have it here. Let's check this one. Why am I not able to find this right now? Where the heck are you?
Oh, Collier's link. Let me see if I can grab it. It's under, yeah.
You see it there? You got it? Right? I have seen it before too. Not under that one.
I see the news stories for tomorrow, but that's pretty much it right now.
Yeah, let me check this one here. Is it in this one? No, maybe somebody maybe it was removed. So I'm going to have to see if we can find all of that again and put it in. We'll put it in underneath our link over here.
Yeah.
Ask GTP chat how the story ends. The tribal chief becomes face, good and compassionate to his relatives. That's interesting. That is definitely interesting. Roman Reigns could be the president of Nigeria. He is very loved there. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true. Undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions on our screen right now.
I love you, Sammy, but please get rid of the man bun. And I still want to buy that shirt, by the way.
Right? It is
And I
so
want to buy
cool.
the shirt that Owens is wearing too, actually.
Yeah, the Halloween Havoc 97. Definitely.
Eddie versus Ray. That was a fantastic match. I fucking love that match. It's one of those matches that I go back and I watch and I still mark out at everything they do. Even though I know that match almost spot for spot by now.
Right? Interesting. Okay, so
Thought I should give everybody a quick little heads up here, just in case me, Karl, and OMD go offline. We all live in the same city. We're under a severe thunderstorm warning right now.
oh, I didn't get the alert.
I just got it on my phone like 2 minutes ago.
Well, it does show 100% chance of precipitation.
And as I say that, I hear the rumble of thunder.
Me too, I just did. Yep.
And the thunder rolls.
And the lightning strikes. And we got Dirty Dominic Mysterio coming out for his matchup here next.
Who'd they say he was taking on? I completely missed it.
I completely missed it too. I think it's Seth, because they were talking about they're going to take all the championships, and then Rhea said, and that starts tonight with Dirty Dom. So this isn't a tag team matchup. So the only other championship would be the World Championship, because those are the ones that they mentioned, the Worlds, the tag, and we just get the graphic now. Up next on Raw is going to be Seth Freakin Rollins taking on the newly named Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
Totally sounds like a boxer name, by the way.
Boxer or a
Condom?
corn name? We'll say it that way.
Or one of my favorite rice dishes, dirty rice.
And we're back to commercial break again.
And a commercial for Pizza Hut. And I got to tell you, the only time I ever did not get food poisoning from Pizza Hut was the time when me and you, Karl, when we went to SummerSlam 04 the night before, when me, you, and the ex-wife ordered Pizza Hut. That was the only time I didn't get food poisoning from them.
Very, very great observation here from Layla Land. Since the company's sale, the company is taking more of a cinematic turn with its story. Dirty Dom legend, reflection of an irrelevant generation. Yeah. And then putting out a year of 1961.
Yeah, that's when Pizza Hut started.
Yep. But I mean, fantastic observation. 100%. I have noticed as well that since the sale, with Endeavor, that things have kind of taken a little bit more of a cinematic look to it, a little more of a twist to things, and giving us more of actual story going into things, telling that story. And I'm okay with that. I like a good television show. And with Raw being, the longest running weekly episodic television program in history, it only makes sense to maybe start telling a little bit of story about the characters on the show.
I was going to say that I kind of would like to see them adapt what NXT does for their backstage storylines, but then it kind of wouldn't make NXT stand out. So
right. Yeah, there wouldn't be anything special for NXT then.
But I kind of like
is beautiful. It's special.
Oh yeah, because each of their backstage segments, especially the one with the I can't think of their names, the Mafia stable there. They've got this one storyline right now where one of them is in jail and they're trying to figure out who put him in jail, or I think it is, or where's Ed when you need him, or Astrid,
right?
No, they're doing it. It's fantastically shot. It's shot like it's a cinematic thing going on. I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
And if you guys are a fan of NXT, make sure that on Tuesday nights after NXT at about 10:15 in the evening, right here on our local establishment, you can check out Ed and Astrid with Taking Over, an NXT review show. And again, we're coming back from commercial break, and I'm not liking this.
Well, see, from a cinematic standpoint, I'm liking this, but I've kind of already seen Indusher in the ring, and I guess we do need a reminder of who they are. OMD, he's back, by the way, so I think we can get him back on the screen.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Yes, I am back. But no, I agree. Like, why are we getting this Indusher vignette promo?
To be honest, when I first looked up and saw them doing it, I thought it was almost.
Right. It does kind of have that look to it. The Punjabi
I
Nightmare
looked and I saw the
back.
bald head of Jinder Mahal, and that's where my brain initially went.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, well, we haven't seen Almost in a while. Maybe he's gotten better. I still hold hope for certain wrestlers who aren't great, you know?
Yeah, the WWE is looking to do such a thing, and I think that it's a fantastic idea, and especially if you start building these guys. I loved the promo. It was great. It was fantastic to see, but why do we need to see it when we're anticipating a matchup to happen after we come back from commercial break?
Oh, that's what you were getting at. I'm sorry, Carl. I didn't get.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
No,
because I was like, wait a minute. You were just saying you were a fan of the vignettes earlier.
But
I am. I love them,
but not when you're waiting with a guy in the ring and waiting for somebody else to make their entrance.
Right.
And why did you go with that cinematic, the first of all, the purple, the lightning, and the rain? Because I was certain to think it was Judgment Day as opposed to Indus Shear.
Yeah, and like I said, I thought almost, but then again, I realized that the filming style also kind of reminded me of when they were promoting Glacier.
Right.
Yeah.
A huge trap set up here. Goodness gracious.
My brain just clued in that we got Damien and Finn at ringside.
Working together nonetheless.
Definite setup. Okay, so maybe they're just prolonging the dissension.
No, I'm thinking this is going to be.
Okay, now. Oh, okay.
This is going to be the full setup.
Okay, this whole segment is very reminiscent towards the end of an episode of Raw.
Yes,
from like the Attitude Era.
So now I'm understanding a little bit more why they did that promo segment in the back with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
This is all coming fresh together for Sami and Dom, or for Sami and KO as well. So,
yep.
But I kind of like how KO and Sami have been bouncing from stable to stable to stable to feud with.
Right.
Yep.
It's now, like it's the two of them against the world.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to propose this because Damien can cash in the Money in the Bank, and I know we've had all our speculations on the Judgment Day as to who's going to push for the title. I've even heard rumors of seeing Dom versus Seth at SummerSlam for the title. Could we see Damien and Finn team up, use the Money in the Bank to go for the tag titles?
That is an interesting concept right there. Because the Money in the Bank states now that you can go after whichever championship you want, right?
Yes, and even a couple of years ago when Otis had won the Money in the Bank, he was intent on using it to cash in for the tag titles with Tucker.
I think it's a good idea. I just don't know if I want to see Dominic Mysterio and Seth Rollins. I would rather one of the other two as opposed to Dominic, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if maybe we get, Finn Balor going after Seth, and then we get Damian Priest that's like, all right, well, let me use this with the tag teams with Dirty Dom. That might work a little bit better. Entertainment 143. Thank you so much for coming by and saying hi. We appreciate you. We do a Monday Night Raw watch along here. If you're watching Monday Night Raw, stick in the chat and talk about the show with us.
Let us know how you found us, by the way, guys. And I want to go back to Leyland's comment about WWE trying to build a pay-per-view in India. And I'm going to do a slight plug for us because last week, OMD and I discussed this on Turnbuckle Talk, which you can catch Tuesdays, 8:05 Eastern, here on OLE. It was all part of the discussion we had talked about wrestling on a national level now.
Leland asking the question of who needs a manager, Logan Paul or Ricochet Moore? Both lack talent in the micro.
Oh, I don't know about Logan Paul lacking on the mic.
I don't think so either.
But Ricochet? Yes and no. Ricochet could use a manager, but he lets his talking. He does his talking in the ring. We'll just say that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, Logan Paul's a natural heel. He knows how to get a rise out of everybody. very fast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
True.
He just has to walk out on stage and people are already booing or cheering him.
Yeah. And Logan Paul doing everything he does with YouTube, with his podcast, Impulsive, and all of those different things. He does not need help on the mic. His help on the mic comes from his 4 other co-hosts.
Oh,
Which
and
I still
there's
gotta
that
laugh,
thunder
'cause-
again.
What's that?
Sorry.
There's some thunder again.
Yep. When the thunder rolls and the lightning strikes.
Just keeping everybody in the loop in case anything happens where power goes out.
Yeah, okay. I just heard it.
But for whatever reason in our area, thunderstorms don't tend to last long either. So
No, that's very true. But it is supposed to be raining the entire night, so we'll see.
That would be nice.
and we're coming back to the show.
And are we going to go to another vignette of sorts? Or are we
Well,
just
sort
going
of
to
a
go?
vignette for the city.
I'm getting
Right.
a commercial for The Weakest Link featuring WWE superstars.
That's still a thing.
Apparently, next Monday at 10 on NBC, streaming on Peacock.
Okay,
And it will have The
I
Miz
thought
and
that
Becky
show was done.
Lynch. And
but I will find a way to watch that because anytime WWE does something that's outside their realm, I tend to try to watch it.
So I've had 2 ex-wives. I can't comment on any of that. I'm sorry.
yeah, I don't know. I've never been married. I've been engaged twice, and
And
now
I'm just
I'm happy as a single dad. So I'm
starting in a new relationship. So
And we are going straight into Ricochet and Logan Paul, the face-to-face, which is fantastic. OMD, okay, I don't mean to call you out on this,
okay.
but if you feel as though you need to talk louder because you got your headphones on, you don't.
Right.
You can talk
Yeah.
normal. You sound to be really throwing your voice.
Okay. Sorry.
And it's okay. It's okay. It's all a learning curve. I know that this is new for you as well. So yeah, you can just talk normal and your microphone
right.
will definitely pick it up, my friend.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Ooh, the rain is coming down heavy now. I'm hearing it.
oh, it is too. I can see how wet the building across from me is now.
Oh, I hate that.
I'm trapped in a basement, so I can't see anything out the window.
So one of my pet peeves right now, I don't mind like when people are like, oh, bruh, come on, bruh. Like, okay. But this whole let's go drives me absolutely insane. And Prince Puma or Ricochet just did that. And I'm like, no.
And see, I'm on the opposite side. I haven't heard the "let's go" thing yet. But when people say "bruh" when they shouldn't be saying it, you know what I mean? Just kind of irks me a little bit when they don't look like people who should be saying it. You know?
Right. I mean, I'm on TikTok a lot. I go on other people's lives a lot and stuff, and I'll watch them, and I hear it all the time. The whole, oh man, this is great. Let's go. Come
Yeah.
on, let's go. And I'm like, stop saying that.
Yeah.
I mean, the only person I actually, maybe it's just because I'm so used to it, but the only person I can remember like getting used to hearing the word "bra" a lot is Dog the Bounty Hunter and Kona Crush.
Right. Yeah.
Well, out of them two, every 2 words was bra. So
It's true.
I miss Kona Crush. By the way, he was one of my favorite big guy wrestlers of the '90s.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I
Now,
stand to this day at WrestleMania 9. Yes, that was a terrible show, but that match he had with Doink was actually not that bad.
Now, apparently, there is also supposed to be another special guest, possibly whether they're in the crowd tonight or not. I'm sure it probably have more to do with Cody later on. And that would be the former Green Arrow.
Oh, Stephen Amell.
Yes.
Well, I know that they're still very close, and they're still very close friends. So
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, Ricochet getting on the mic and saying his little piece, and now saying, "Come on, Logan Paul, face to face, let's go." See, even I just said it, and I'm like, I hate myself. Oh,
well, see,
But you got to
in your
realize,
crowd,
bro,
when
it's
you
a
say
slip of
"Let's
the
go," it
tongue.
sounded like a wrestler. So sorry, OMD, I was talking over you there.
Yeah. It's a slip of the tongue, so you just got to realize it. It's something that you said because you get caught up in the moment when you're talking about
It's and as I said, it's kind of like wrestler talk, man. Like we used to say, "Let's go," like let's get it on, like when we're cutting promos, you know.
it. Yeah.
And I want to go back to Crush, his Kona Crush theme song. Fucking banger. I love that theme song.
right.
I'm trying to learn it on guitar, by the way. It's hard.
Oh, I was just gonna say good luck. Okay, so I mean, clearly we're getting a build here for these two at SummerSlam. I'm wanting this promo to wrap up quick, though.
I can tell Logan Paul saying, "Let's wrap it up quick," too, because. So we are getting them two at SummerSlam, right?
I'm 100% guaranteed.
It is getting really dark out there right now.
Yeah, like my room even got darker. And I like these little things, like Logan Paul, while the promo is going on, he already knows what he's got to do. And he went over to a fan who had his cell phone out, got, selfie with the kid and stuff. Like that's good. I like seeing stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. But did you notice that when he went over to that kid, that kid had a prime drink in his hand, so kind of picking out somebody who was kind of a fan of his,
Yeah, of course.
But I mean, like, well, Rey Mysterio used to do the same thing. He did that to my brother, actually.
Nice. This promo has gone on way too long.
Yep.
Oh, some shade being thrown. Okay. Okay, very interesting. Interesting for him to like to throw that out there, right? Like the
Mhm.
whole shit about everything going viral, and then I'm a WWE superstar. Wow.
You almost got it, Ricochet. Almost. I mean, that was cool and all, but he damn near messed that up.
Yeah.
Okay, I kind of like that he anticipated that.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
I gotta say, the promo was long and boring at parts, but they stuck the landing on it.
Yep.
Yeah, about 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes too long.
I'm
Mhm.
going to go about 5 minutes too long. And I mean, if they go with this match at SummerSlam, it would be what, Ricochet's first PLE match, not counting Money in the Bank, in how long?
I don't
The
know about
Rumble
that long.
beforehand.
We're going to be getting the graduation ceremony coming up tonight as well for Maxine Dupree, who had
Hooray!
a great showing in her
That
debut match.
that
So-
suplex, man, that was perfect. That suplex she put on, she gave Valhalla there.
Right?
A thing of beauty, man.
So I'm going to ask, does this mean that Thea Hale is going to become the next student of the Alpha Academy?
No, I don't think so. I think that they're going to keep the faction just as it is. I don't think they're going to be adding anybody else into it. Oh, yes. All the feels for sure with that pomp and circumstance music playing. Take me
Yep.
back to my youth.
Macho Man, be still my beating heart on that one. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Dig it.
Been thinking a lot about the Macho Man lately, and the one story that still comes to my mind when I think about him is when the match he had with DDP at, I think it was Spring Stampede in '98. DDP comes up to him and he's like, "Okay, so how do you want to do this match tonight?" And Macho Man just turns to him, "I want to take the diamond cutter to put him over," you know?
Yep.
Right?
And I'm like, just listening to that story and how DDP like tells it all the time. Just thinking like how cool of it was for Macho Man to do that. Like he knew how big DDP was getting at that time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love DDP. Such a good man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Becky back to her tricked out glasses.
Right?
Yeah. No, but
it's-
DDP is like he's my hero for the stuff he's done for Scott Hall, the stuff he's done for Jake, the stuff he's doing for just random fans who need his help, you know?
Right?
Yep.
DDP
If there's anybody
is
who needs the Warrior Award, it's him.
Yeah.
Get out of my head. DDP is deserving of that just for
Yeah.
the work that he's done there.
Yes.
And especially the work that he's done with one of my friends, Aurelian Smith, or as everyone else would know him, Jake the Snake Roberts. Don't call him Aurelian. He really doesn't like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like he's done so much for Jake that it's absolutely unbelievable. And
now Jake's teaching there too now.
yes, he is.
That's awesome, you know?
Yep.
And since we're in commercial break right now, Jake was just recently at an independent event that happened where he gave the DDT to one of the young stars there. And it made my heart so happy. He hit it beautifully, my man. Just beautifully. Like back in the 80s.
Yeah, I was gonna say, was it the old way, the way he used to snap into it?
He did. He did the rap. He did this like it was a snap and the snap and slap. Like it was just oh.
Because that's the Jake DDT I remember.
Right?
Yeah.
A definite thing of beauty. I'm happy
We've talked
to see
about
him
guys who
doing
should
well.
go and help out at the Performance Center. Jake would be fantastic.
I think
to
so.
go and help there.
He would, especially on promo class.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Where do you think I learned my promos?
Yep.
It was all Jake.
I remember one time he said not too long, like a long time ago in an interview, they asked why he always whispered in his promos. And he's like, well, because everybody else in my time shouts. So that's why my promos stood out, was because I talked at a low volume.
Hogan shouted. Warrior shouted. Savage shouted.
Demolition shouted.
Yeah.
Hyper.
Sid.
Legion of Doom.
Yeah. All of them shouted.
His exact wording was, I wanted the fans to listen.
Yep.
I did.
I did. That's why Taker started talking low, because he learned it.
Jake, if you ever see this, just know I love you.
We all love
I'll
him.
Message you soon. I'm gonna have to message him soon. It's been a little bit since we talked, but he's been very busy. So like, he's doing really good for himself, and I love seeing it.
Well, it feels like since he's been gotten clean with DDP, we've seen a Jake the Snake resurgence, and that's awesome. You know.
And if anybody wants to support Jake, find him on social media. Find him on Facebook. He is on there, Jake the Snake Roberts.
He's always posting his memorable moments in WWE, and I love watching it.
Right, posting those as along with like different merchandise that he has. Sin Bodhi created this amazing sculpture, and there's a very limited run that Jake will autograph for you and get sent out. He has wrestling buddies. He's got so many different things. And I think the website is jakethesnakeroberts.com that you can actually go to find all this merchandise. Doing it that way, instead of going through like Pro Wrestling Tees, it goes directly to Jake, as opposed to, a second party taking a portion of it from him.
Yeah, right. and that's not a knock against Pro Wrestling Tees or anything, because Pro Wrestling Tees is actually a fantastic store. That's where I got my Painmaker shirt, by the way.
That's where none of it's behind me, but I've got a collection of pins over there. I've got micro brawlers. I've got a ton of different t-shirts. This is something. If I can grab it here. A Greg the Hammer Valentine. Let's see if that'll come. Oh, upside down.
That's fucking awesome. I want that.
Greg the Hammer Valentine bottle opener. They send out Tales from the Road, little comic books, all coming from the Pro Wrestling Crate from ProWrestlingTees.com.
I like how you mentioned that, and it made me think of Storytime on WWE Network. That is such a great show, by the way.
Right. Yeah, this thing has been awesome. I love this little
Zoe
thing.
and Becky. I'm okay. Let's do this. Let's see
Oh,
what we
yeah.
got here.
Zoe and Bex, they're really pushing Zoe right now, and I'm more all for it. I'm all for it.
This was interesting because I had read earlier that this match had possibly been scrapped from the show.
And
Well,
I'm
I'm
betting
glad-
that was Vince trying to do it and Hunter saying no.
I'm glad it
Let's
didn't
hope.
get scrapped.
Yeah.
Because it feels like since we did that report on the Vince thing, we've seen more Hunters touch on things lately.
So I can say, as per my good friend Tom Collihue, that we had reported that there was the possibility of a meeting that was to happen
Yeah.
that has not happened as of yet, and that everything still, at the end of the day, goes through Vince. Doesn't mean that Paul and Nick are not kind of trying to influence a little bit more and change Vince's mind, but at the end of the day, everything still is through Vince.
Right.
I still like how you use changing Vince's mind because Hunter is a guy who can do that. Hunter's a dude who has no problem changing people's minds. He did it for Bruno. He did it for Warrior.
Exactly.
Yep.
Good, clean matchup happening here between Becky
Oh,
Lynch
yeah.
and Zoe Stark right now. And I spoke a little too soon.
So because we have a female referee in the ring, I got to say I picked up 2K23. Ed is very happy I did that, by the way.
Good.
Been playing it, and I love the fact that it's one of the smallest things I've noticed in the game. They have the inclusion of female referees.
Oh, beautiful.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Go into another commercial break here as we
we're
welcome
getting
in.
run-in.
There he is. The man of the half hour, Mr. Chris Parrish.
How's it going?
Wonderful, my friend, and yourself.
I got beer. I'm not at work. Can't complain. How are you guys?
Doing pretty good. Enjoying this actually pretty decent episode of Raw so far.
Yes, I am fantastic.
How's the locker room doing today?
Karl,
I don't know. I have not yet been to the locker room.
Did you have
Believe it or
surgery?
not.
although I seem to think that maybe when you put Rotten Shane to bed, you may have visited the locker room then.
Actually, I didn't. He did. I did not.
So far, so good for Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
seems to be going quick, though. Like, we seem to be getting a lot of commercials, it seems.
Yeah.
But it is already 9:20.
Yes.
So,
Yes. And I'm actually not getting commercial or picture in picture on the USA feed tonight.
interesting. Interesting. Well, that's okay.
Well, if anybody's watching it on Sportsnet, P. Diddy, his face is getting a little chunky.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Still very teethy, though.
Well,
Uber One.
I love that they got that guy who sings "What Is Love" or What is
Hathaway?
Yeah, Hadaway there. I couldn't think of his name for a second. Kind of surprises me that they got him. They plucked him out of obscurity to do that commercial.
Right? But it works.
Yeah.
It's got us talking
That's
and
what I
remembering
like.
Uber One.
Yeah. I don't like Uber One, but I like the commercials.
I will be completely honest. I've never used Uber, Lyft, Skip. None of those. None of those.
Well, if you do end up using those, I highly recommend Skip because they're faster.
I've used Skip. I've never used Uber. Actually,
Uber?
I can't say I've never used an Uber because I've been on an Uber ride with other friends. But
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
I did a
I
lot of
guess I have
Ubering
to.
when I was in San Antonio. I have a really great first Uber story. So, like, I've been on Uber before, but I've never actually been the guy that's ordered it before.
Right.
So, the first time I order an Uber, I land in San Antonio, and I'm going to my hotel from the airport.
Right.
However, as soon as I get do the Uber and everything, the guy comes in. He like looks at my phone, or like he wants me to give my phone for the code or whatever. Cool. I ask him like, "Hey, how you doing?" He does like one of these. Yeah, I find out that my Uber driver's deaf.
oh, jeez.
So it's like, oh, okay. And here's the kicker now. I get in about 2 minutes of this drive. That's like I'm worried about. He's like, he was a nice guy, but can't communicate with him, right? And I'm a social kind of guy. But also 2 minutes in, I realize I have no idea if I gave him the right address or not. Like, I am pretty sure that I did, but there's that doubt in your head. I'm like, I've never been to San Antonio. I don't know if we're going the right way. I can't even communicate with the guy.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, well, wherever he's going to drop me off, I guess I'm just going to grab my stuff. And if it's not where I need to, I guess I'm ordering another Uber and hope to God that it's not the same one.
Yeah.
I actually remember, Parrish, you told this story before, but it was on the Royal Rumble review.
Yeah, I'm a lot sober this time.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's nice to see Becky on the card. As of this morning, she wasn't cleared to compete yet, so obviously
Right.
she got cleared.
Right. And I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying this matchup so far.
Yep. I have to admit, I've thoroughly enjoyed tonight's edition of Raw so far.
Me too.
Oh, yeah, me too. Me too.
I mean, minus the few frustrations that we kind of talked a little bit about, but
yeah, the length of that Logan Paul promo still kind of irks me a bit.
Yeah.
That was the Ricochet face-off, correct?
Yeah. They went a little bit too long on that one.
Oh, yeah.
I really thought, though, that they would take this match and build it to a pay-per-view at some point, but
I mean, it's building to the Trish Becky finale.
Yeah, but I mean, I thought we would have gotten at some point. I thought we would have gotten them on at another pay-per-view, maybe the follow-up or something. I don't know.
Well, if Zoe gets the win, and maybe it's because of Trish here, we can then get to that build to that.
Yeah.
SummerSlam is her time to get her upcomings on Trish. She does.
Yeah.
And then the Raw after, that's when you can maybe continue Zoe and Becky. And then Becky still now has to get her comeuppance on Zoe, and then you can go from there.
Yeah.
they just showed the replay of Zoe's kick to Becky's face there. There was no guard. There was nothing.
No, she took that face first, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, here we go.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, smart play there by Trish.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I was just going to say maybe that's all that was needed for interference, but I don't know. Oh,
Oh,
oh.
and that's what we needed for the interference.
Wow.
You know, there's something about just being at the right place to take one for the team. You hear that in contact or just in like group sports as it is, but Trish took one for the team there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a dirty pin, but it was enough just to get Becky off her game. I thought that was very well done.
Yeah, it was.
Distraction doesn't always have to be cheating. It can just be mind games.
Gorgeous. Just gorgeous.
Zoe did try to grab something, but it's a little tight.
Yeah. Yeah. What a gorgeous match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was a match Zoe really needed on the main roster to kind of catapult her into that top tier of the women's division.
I agree.
It allowed fans who have yet to like understand her in ring. It was a showcase for her, you know?
Yeah. And I believe it was yesterday morning, Zoe Stark's theme now available on Spotify.
I will look for it.
Is it kind of weird for people to see Seth Rollins and KO on the same page again?
No.
I mean, it's been long enough since their feud.
Yeah, and then they did that, and they've had another reunion since that feud. So
yeah, well, and that's what I mean. Like, it just seems a little odd. But like, in a way, they end up always coming back to each other.
Ooh, up next. Ooh,
Maxine Dupree.
Yes.
Who's crashing it?
Oh, WWE and Def Rebel single 2023 cut above the rest. Zoe Stark. I have it here on my YouTube Music app.
How do you like YouTube Music? Because I used to have it. I felt they got very pushy with buying their stuff. So I went to Spotify, who kind of leaves me alone and just allows me to enjoy stuff.
Yeah, so I had the same experience, Parrish.
I subscribe to YouTube Premium, a family plan for it, so that my kids have access to it and whatever, right? I have never had them push anything else onto me. It gives me YouTube ad-free, gives me all the offline playtime that I want, gives me the YouTube music, and I've not had any issues or anyone approach me in a pop-up or anything for any extra purchases.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love YouTube Music because I think they have like a very large library of stuff, especially some stuff that you can't necessarily find other platforms.
Right.
But I gotta love how YouTube Music works, because I was listening to YouTube this afternoon after listening to a 2-hour radio session of The Cure, and that's all YouTube wanted to give me was The Cure. And I'm like, I'm kind of done with The Cure right now, you know?
I have an idea. And I know this, like, we know that, like, there's serious radio going on right now. YouTube Music Radio.
Where it's all just YouTube musicians, right?
It's just the like music you can find like on YouTube Music and whatnot. You have all your different genres of stations that are like popular, and it gives you more options when you're driving the car to listen to it. But also, you don't necessarily have to fit it around with your phone or your electronic device of choice, and you're not distracted.
Yep.
Like I think that'd be a pretty solid idea.
I'd be all for it. I'd also be all for a WWE music radio station, by the way.
Yeah.
I'd be all for WWE just having that music in their video game. So if I want to change, say, Damian Priest theme because I decided to change him back to babyface, I can go back to that old theme.
Yeah.
Or if I make a wrestler, I don't have to use their Bush League bullshit generic stuff.
Yeah.
You're telling
It's
me
what I miss. It's what I miss about playing the 2K games on PS3 was we were able to add our own songs to our entrance music.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I have a feeling they're going to add that again at some point, but it would just be nice if they had a library of like all the good stuff. And like, okay, if I can play as 9 different Triple H's, then I get 9 different Triple H themes.
It is called WWE Anthology.
Well, that's my point. They own the music. Put it in your damn game.
But I wonder, did they still have to pay Jim Johnston?
Who cares? He should be in your Hall of Fame. You did him wrong. Bring him back anyway.
Exactly.
1000% agree on that one.
Yep.
Your music sounds like my number 2s right now. So get him back.
Yep.
Shock the system. No joke. Sometimes a good fart reminds me of that beginning part of the Undisputed Era's theme. It's quite funny.
Right.
Every time I fart, I just go da 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 da.
Okay, I gotta say, I love Otis in the graduation gown.
Me too. Oh yeah.
I mean, for Halloween, he has to dress up as the Kool-Aid guy, doesn't he?
I would think so.
Yeah.
That or Chris Farley.
Didn't he already do Chris Farley though with the Chippendales thing?
Do it again. I want him to live in a van down by the river. He went to Alpha Academy and studied motivational speaking. Boom. Story told.
We got leads coming in here saying that he enjoyed the Zoe Stark Becky Lynch match.
Yes.
And we agree with you on that one, Leeds. That was a fantastic
100%.
matchup.
Back-to-back Raws where the ladies are setting the standard in the ring.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Can you imagine if we had Alundra Blaze in her prime working with these women? Just how fantastic the matches would be.
Imagine if you had Bull Nakano against Asuka.
Oh. Now, Leeds, I know it's rather late or early in the morning for you. So are you up working or just getting home from work or just up enjoying the night?
I'm not even going to lie. I just want to see the Alpha Academy have one run with Chase U. Please.
Leeds coming in saying he works nights, OMD.
Yeah,
you can see the chat sometimes.
Oh, such a gentleman Otis is.
Yes, he is. Oh, yeah.
I love Alpha Queen on the top of that hat.
Does that mean Gable is the Alpha King and Otis is the Alpha Prince?
We could go with that.
But Leeds gets paid to watch stuff. Nice. Excellent.
That's even better.
Hey, soon enough, that could be us. Fingers crossed.
Wait, he gets paid to watch us? I need that gig.
Otis the Alpha Joker. I like that. Definitely.
And if you guys have not as of yet, for those of you that are on YouTube, only thing we ask is please give us a thumbs up on the video. It definitely helps support each of the two channels that we stream this on, and really helps kind of push us. So if you're enjoying what you're seeing, leave that thumbs up. And if you feel so inclined, share it with your friend. Thank you.
And subscribe. And you can do that too. I mean, we won't judge you.
And go ahead and ding that bell too, man. That's going to let you know whenever we're live with the various shows we have here on OLE and Turnbuckle Talk. Or Turnbuckle Studios.
Yeah, go ahead. Ding our bells. We dare you.
You can ding my bell.
Oh. Bring a ding.
Oh, yes, it is. It is. Oh, I loved that. Oh. That star is going to sparkle.
Well, there's your Chippendales.
There it is. Whoever caught that gown is a lucky fan, by the way.
I mean, it probably smells, but yes, he is lucky.
Otis trying to put that coat on.
That guy in a little coat. Come on. Chris Farley stuff is just great. Oh, yeah.
Almost, dudes. Almost.
No, he's not on the card. Oh, now he.
I love how she has shoosh written across her tights there.
Right?
Her top, yes.
Okay.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Got Eric and Ivar minus Von Holla.
Who is going to
the
jump
sneak
her?
attack.
Yep.
Yeah, look at the positioning, man.
You know what?
Yep.
I don't hate it because I mean the guys do the right thing. They get in front of the girl, protect her, very class.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Kind of like that we have these undercard tag team feuds, you know?
Well, I mean that's what really makes the tag division, because even back in the day, I mean you're seeing like the teams of like Too Cool going up against like Great to Censor or Head Shrinkers, the Godwins.
Yeah, well,
and you had Smoking Guns going up against Jacob and Eli Blue for all the people that are old like us.
Yes.
I like how you mentioned Jacob and Eli Blue. I just watched when they fought Lex Luger and Bulldog at WrestleMania 11.
For those that don't
know, powers.
Yeah.
But for those that don't know who Jacob and Eli are, they are actually the Harris brothers, Ron and Don.
Yep, and personally, they can go screw themselves for their personal views on things.
And Techno Team 2000.
Yes.
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 But no, like
Carl's attention.
I want to go back to like old school WrestleMania, like WrestleMania 5. I remember one of the main matches on that show was the Powers of Pain and Demolition taking on or fighting each other for the tag belts. But I remember looking forward to watching the Bushwhackers taking on the Fabulous Rougeaus.
Right?
Yeah.
And, Masse and Mansoir are being repackaged in some way. We don't know what yet, but there's been definitely concrete plans to separate Maxine from them and completely associate themselves herself permanently with the Alpha Academy.
And right now, what Maxine is doing with the Alpha Academy is just fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And a tag team from back in the day that I absolutely enjoyed watching was Skip and Zip.
The Body Gunners.
Right? Like,
okay, but here's a great one too. The Heavenly Bodies.
Yes.
Yep.
Come on.
Their matches with the Steiner brothers.
I actually saw them live because they did compete here
against the Smoking Guns. I was at that same show at OMD.
Yes.
And that
I got to see Billy Gunn live at Dynamite, and oh my god, that guy still brings it. He's still as large as a house.
Yep.
That guy is just a living legend.
Yep. So how was that experience, Parrish?
It was fun. I drank a lot there as usual. But I mean, I got to see like friends like Eliza Hall in a match with Nyla Rose. That was really cool. I got to see my friend Big Jess be the guy that held the cake during Adam Cole's birthday. Again, it was also cool seeing Adam Cole, let alone first time seeing him live. It's on his birthday, and we got a complete babyface MJF, which was absolutely entertaining.
Yeah.
Got to see Jeff Jarrett live. Like that was one that I kind of just overlooked. I really wanted to see Sting, though. I was really upset about seeing Sting, but
right.
Swerve Strickland really impressed me seeing him live. He looked jacked.
Okay,
right.
I got a question for you, Parrish. How
Actually,
does going to an AEW show stack up against a WWE show?
I mean, it's different, right? Like, don't get me wrong. It's a different show. You're gonna be. It's a different kind of sports entertainment and wrestling.
Right.
So if you know what you're getting into, you're going to love it. If you have an open mind, you're going to love it. If you go in with pre knowledge of like what you like and it's not that, then you're going to have a hard time watching it. Like, don't get me wrong. I didn't care for the Young Bucks. I didn't even care too much about Kenny Omega. But it was fun to see some acts, and that's the beauty about wrestling. You don't have to love everything, but if you're enjoying what you do like, that's what matters at the end.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, like going to the watching the MLW show on Saturday, I went in not knowing a damn thing, but just wanting to enjoy wrestling. And there were moments of the show I didn't like and moments of the show I enjoyed. So,
yep.
Yeah, it was cool to see in like somebody that we had on busting out. Jay
no
Bushi.
Spoilers.
Like,
I already know that.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
But just being there and just seeing somebody we came to like get to know, finally get an opportunity and be part of MLW. And then we find out
And the fact that we all got to tell him that we hope you win the title.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's Alex Kane.
But
Jay Bushi is who we had on a week prior.
Oh, right.
More of a relative you either know or you don't, but really cool just to see him kind of get that opportunity, get to see Alex Kane, main event against Hammerstone and whatnot. And man, that giraffe, man, you got a giant announcement.
Yeah, heard about that on Busting Out, and I lost my absolute shit.
What really surprised me about that show was the fact that they got Don King to be on the show. I was like, what? I thought he was dead, to be honest.
Also, too, I just want to point out, I was talking about my friend Liza Hall being on Dynamite there, wrestling Nyla Rose.
Yeah.
She's like a little sister to me, but Bambi Hall also had a match with Julia Hart in Regina, I believe, on a Collision. So proud of her and so deserving. Somebody that I spent a lot of time on the road with at one point. Like it's one of those, and Carly, you'll know this, if you just spend so much time with somebody, whether it's on a trip or like a tour or whatever, they become like your road wife, road husband, all that stuff. So I'm like really happy that she had that. I mean, anybody doesn't know Liza Hall and Bambi Hall are sisters. Liza Hall is a younger sister. I couldn't imagine if Bambi was happy with a little side of jealousy that she didn't get that opportunity, but then seeing her on Collision, really happy for her. And I thought she did really well, to be honest.
Yep. Bobby coming in here saying he comes in the room and the first thing he hears is Parrish talking about the city that rhymes with fun.
I know. Dynamite in Edmonton was so good.
And we got Shayna Baszler in the ring right now. And Carl, I know you missed last week, but did you catch the promo that Shayna Baszler cut on Ronda last week?
I did. Yes.
Fantastic, wasn't it?
It was. Definitely it was.
If they wanted her to be a babyface, just let her beat the piss out of Dana Brooke. It'll make everyone happy.
And we're getting a rare Emma appearance as well.
I still like Emma, and I don't want to see her just get murdered by Shayna.
No.
Well, she's not right now. She's actually getting quite a little bit of a run here.
Well, the match actually just started for me, so.
And
But
now
I
we're
think they
getting
need
murderers.
to let her going back to be Tennille and not Emma.
They just have to let her be her.
Yeah.
I mean, the name is whatever it is, but as we see it with Pete Dunne and Butch, they kind of let Butch be whatever he wanted to be.
Yeah, because he's still wrestling as Pete Dunne. So
well, yeah, and like he got his like gear back and all like the gear that he had before and stuff like that. So it is what it is. I mean, I remember how many people lost their minds when Finn Balor became a name and when Tommy End didn't become a name. And Tommy End is the worst name that guy has had, if you ask me. Now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Both Malachi and Aleister Black are better names.
Well, Shayna Baszler walking away with the win on this one. It was kind of expected because right now they need to push her as this monster that's going to kick your ass, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
And also,
But why they're trying to put her over as a heel when she did what everybody wanted her to do?
Oh, I'll be glad when. Oh, I'm not even going there. Just
We know where you're going with it, man. You don't have to say much.
I'm trying to see what I can find right now on my one of my old friends, Portia.
I'm actually invested into this because if anybody's going to bring out the best of Ronda, it's going to be Shayna. And they're going to beat the living crap out of each other, and I'm all for it.
I was going to say, I expect like an MMA-style match out of these two.
Well, could we get them in a fight pit?
I said that a couple weeks. I said that not long ago. A fight pit match would be
have them visit the NXT and do some NXT Underground. That'd be interesting.
That would be, yeah.
Or even just a simple submission match would be all right.
What a Falls Count Anywhere match.
Yeah. I would even with these two, I would revisit. They did a triple threat a number of years ago. It was Bryan Danielson. Well, now at the time, Daniel Bryan, John Morrison, and I can't remember who. And they did a triple threat submissions count anywhere match.
John Morrison was in it?
John Morrison, Daniel Bryan, and I can't remember the third.
Well, Daniel Bryan must have won that match.
Leeds coming in saying it should be an Iron Woman match. That wouldn't be a bad idea either.
Well, you think an Iron Woman's match would be great.
That's what I said, Iron Woman.
Yeah, but like they did that with Sasha and Bailey right after their match on August 22nd of 2015. I know that very well because that was my wedding date.
You spent the time you were supposed to be doing your vows watching an Iron Woman match.
No, my vows are in the morning. I got to watch that at like 3 a.m. because I closed my own wedding down like a fucking boss. All right.
We got Cody walking to the ring right now, and we're heading off to commercial here. Still no locker room visit from OMD, and I'm very surprised at that.
He has a colostomy bag. I swear to God.
No. I'm not even wearing the Depends tonight.
I mean, that depends.
Well, the last time I checked,
he's doing it now. You're doing it now, aren't you?
My hands are up here.
Yeah, the colostomy bag. Like, you don't need to answer that until it gets full.
No, I don't have the colostomy bag.
Oh, but you have one. Here's a bad joke, but a man gets "I love you" tattooed on his private parts. His wife goes, "Stop trying to put words into my mouth." If we were to see an Iron Woman's match, who would we want to see?
I think he's referring to the Shayna and Ronda rivalry.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just taking that question and just opening it up.
Opening it? You know what? I'm going to go and I'm going to say Zoe Stark. And I'm going to put another name in there that Parrish, I know you may not agree with, and Karl, you may not agree with. But I want to see if it can bring out that je ne sais quoi in Raquel Rodriguez.
I wouldn't put Zoe in that one then with Raquel. I honestly think if I'm putting any woman in, it starts and ends with Rhea Ripley right now. I would I think Leeds is agreeing with the no. Actually, given what they did last week, give me Rhea and Natty.
Okay.
They showed they have it.
Yeah.
They showed that they can go. And I know Natty is going to flourish when a match goes longer because she knows how to slow it down. She knows how to pace herself. Rhea shows that she has no limits.
Yeah.
I think this could be a female Brett versus a female Shawn.
Yes.
I might have to agree with Parrish on this one. I mean, I'd pay money to see that match too, you know?
Which, if you ask me, the only like real Iron Man match without like matches that just go 60, but ones that were pinned Iron Man, that Brett and Shawn was the standard, is the standard. Nothing has beat it ever since.
No. I like the inclusion of Natty in there for the reasons already aforementioned. But I think that I would like to see my girl, Alexa Bliss, in an Iron Woman match. In an actual 1 hour Iron Woman match.
Yeah.
I mean, I was going to say, I'm glad you said actual because I think she has done one already.
30-minute though.
Yeah. And that's the problem is that and it doesn't matter whether it's WWE or not. They cut them everywhere to 30, maybe 45 minutes. The last time we saw the official 1 hour was the NXT 4-way 1 hour Iron Man match.
I need to find that match.
I was very fortunate to see the man that we see on our screen in Gunther in that Royal Rumble. I would have the incline to say they would put on one hell of a 1 hour match themselves. But I'd also say I'd love to see Chad Gable in an Iron Man.
Match. And you know what? I'm going to go
and maybe put him in with Gunther.
Okay, I'm going to actually go with two possible developmental talents, both down in NXT, in Damon Kemp or Gable Steveson.
Who's already taken time off from NXT, apparently.
Yep.
And he's only been there, 2 weeks?
One appearance, and he's gone.
No, multiple, actually. He's been there for a few weeks.
Leeds is suggesting Gunther versus Randy. I don't think
Randy's got the stamina.
He's got the stamina. I don't think his body can take 60 minutes anymore.
It depends on how this match is done. Gunther, yeah, I don't know if his body can take Gunther for 60 minutes.
The fans still loving Cody here, which is absolutely fantastic. And once again, we're getting Cody in the ring. Cody is on our screen a lot when it comes to Monday Night Raw. What do you guys think of that?
I don't mind it.
I don't mind it because I've always been a fan of all of the Rhodes family. So Cody, Dustin, and Dusty are my guys.
If it's done right, then I don't mind it. Tonight has actually been perfect for me because he hasn't monopolized the screen time.
Well, right now we're in between feuds for Cody, so I guess right now what we're gonna get is where he's going next. Oh no, sorry, he's got the Brock Lesnar thing.
Yeah, it's going to be the Cody versus Brock 3.
Yeah.
Unless they go with the rumored direction for Brock's next feud, which nobody's going to like that one if I spoil that.
No, it's going to be Brock and Cody at SummerSlam. It's basically confirmed. They just have to publicly announce it.
And I've got to laugh because right now this is totally contradicting a headline I saw come across my Google from Sportskeeda about how fans are turning on Cody and Cody's getting buried on Raw.
That's because Sportskeeda is not always accurate.
Yeah. I saw that headline. I'm like, yeah, no, that's not happening.
No.
But I do want everybody to know that we are not always accurate either.
No, we're not.
But we will own up to our inaccuracies. So there's a big difference here.
Unlike a certain Dave.
Insert cough Meltzer. Wow. Yeah, I agree with you.
His excuse, and I've noticed this a lot lately with him. Plans change, plans change, plans change.
Yes.
I basically loved how Chris Van Vliet pretty much exposed why he doesn't give WWE 5-star matches. And then just because it's like, oh yeah, their stuff is predictable. Then it's like, it's not really your preference, is it? No, not really. Okay, yeah, that's why you don't give them 5-star matches. It's pretty effing obvious.
Right?
Yeah.
How do you not give Shawn and Taker a 25 a 5-star match? Oh, I thought it was pretty obvious. Wait, because we all didn't think Omega and Ospreay weren't going to do a third match, people. Not after they did how many false finishes in that match?
Right.
After Kenny Omega got the tar beat out of him, then all of a sudden, just like in a video game, his health bar went back to green, baby. It's just like, great. You go back. You love what you love. That's fine. But you're in a position where you have a following. People are going to look at you.
Yeah.
For validation as a fan.
Unbiased.
And exactly. And he's like that effing idiot who decided to put Connor McDavid 5th. It's like, dear God, I get it. Cocaine exists, but don't make it obvious.
Yeah. I'm going to put the guy.
Here we go.
153 points, 5th.
Here we go. Cody's now talking about Brock Lesnar. Which is just solidifying and building more and more towards that SummerSlam matchup.
Yeah, August 5th. Saturday.
Coming quick.
That's what she's
coming up a lot faster than I thought.
Yep.
Dear God, I repeat myself. But yes, it is. 26 days away.
Wow. Cody is just spitting tonight.
And that's where I wanted to like go to you when you were saying like how we feel about Cody Rhodes. You give him a microphone, that guy could talk anybody into a story. His mic skills are on a different level right now. They are one of the best in the business, and he can back it up in the ring. The only thing I would say is you don't need to hit everyone with a million crossroads. But beyond that, there's nothing you can really say that this guy does wrong. The only thing is you have to keep it fresh, you have to keep it real, and you have to keep it interesting and not predictable. If you can do that, he can stay number one as a babyface in this era any day of the week.
And I'm a fan of Cody. I absolutely love Cody. What he does, he's an amazing person. I've met him a couple of times, and he has been nothing but professional and just a true gentleman, and somebody who doesn't see the fans as just fans, but sees them almost as an equal to him, because he understands that we're all human. A great guy. And I don't mind how much we've seen him either. I just know other people have been really thwarted by the amount of screen time that Cody gets. So that's why I was asking your guys' opinion, because I know he gets a lot of screen time.
He does. And I mean, like I said, tonight it's perfect because he hasn't monopolized the screen time. Like it wasn't, we're getting an interview with him as he's coming into the building. Oh, now we're going to bring him out for an interview. He's going to cut a promo, but we're going to interview him from the Mean Gene position going to the back, and then we're going to do a backstage interview, and then he's going to be in the main event.
Yeah, and what you guys were saying about his promos, I got to say, as far as the whole Rhodes family, the apple does not fall far from the tree as far as promos.
And Chris Best, I want to bring this one up to you because I know we discussed this briefly last week on Turnbuckle Talk, and it was a Hall of Famer's comments when he compared somebody else to Dwayne and calling them a complete ripoff.
Oh, see,
Can we not put Cody's mic skills into that exact same category?
No, because yes, he does draw the heat off of his promos, which you should be doing when you're cutting a promo. But his promo styling versus Dusty's versus Dustin's they're all different, but they all can still.
But I'm not talking about Dusty and Dustin.
Oh, see, that's where I thought you were going.
No, I'm not going to Dusty and Dustin. Last week, remember, we had a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Kevin Nash said LA Knight is a Rock ripoff.
Yeah.
Yes. Can we not put Cody's mic skills into that same category with Dwayne, LA Knight?
I badly want to tackle this. If you
go ahead.
Okay, thank you. The Rock, I felt, didn't always bring you into a story. He never made that story feel always real and dramatic the way Cody does. Cody has this way of spinning something into a must-see thing because you feel it. A very similar way Paul Heyman does, and a very similar way his father did. Dustin, as Goldust, did a great job of this. They might be the best promo family in wrestling of all time.
Yeah.
Because you're dealing with three members. You tell me if another family that has three members that good on the microphone, then I'll eat my words. But The Rock was more entertaining with it. He made fun a lot. And yeah, of course, when you get to look at the Samoans, for damn sake, man.
Yep.
How many people there are amazing. Ava Raina is such a curiosity because you just look at how her dad struggled at the very beginning. And then all of a sudden was put in the nation to protect him. And look at where he went. Ava Raine is put in a position of protection, and she is flourishing as she goes because she's not overdrawn by doing too much. And I think that is very, very smart.
Yeah.
But going back to your question about is he like The Rock? No. He is similar in the same of skills because he's as intriguing as The Rock, but he's a different promo because he goes to make the audience feel, whereas The Rock is number one. He wants that pop. He wants to go get that pop. He's looking for the right now, whereas Cody Rhodes is trying to get you in and take you for that ride. I actually think in all time, he's going to be better than The Rock in promos. It's just The Rock was in one of the best time frames of professional wrestling.
Yeah.
Yes. And I mean, everybody knows here I'm not a fan of Dwayne. I'm not going to get into reasons why because that's just irrelevant to the show.
I already know why, though.
Yep.
But do you know how The Rock pees?
Yes, I do.
He doesn't go to a locker room.
No, he doesn't.
No.
He just Wayne's his Johnson.
Well, he unzips his pants like a normal person. Come on, what do you think? I mean, I was never a Rock fan as he went, but I did respect when he wasn't on the screen. I valued what he brought more, because you saw what was missing in the show when he wasn't.
I always enjoyed it more when he wasn't there. And
don't get me wrong. Like I was a Jericho guy growing up, and I always thought, hey, if he didn't have a Stone Cold and a Rock and a Triple H show he's compete with, he'd probably be the guy. However, Jericho wouldn't be as good as he was had he wasn't in a position where he had to compete against Triple H, Rock, Austin, Kurt Angle, Undertaker, and so on and so forth. Like, what an era of top talent.
Oh, yeah.
Like, disgusting.
Every generation has those, though.
Yep.
I would say I'm not going to put Rock in my Mount Rushmore, though. I won't go there.
No, I wouldn't either.
And it's for this one reason. It's because Stone Cold was always there with him. And he's a victim of having one of the best merch guys of all time, one of the biggest fan favorites of all time. One of the guys who had a harder task than Hulk Hogan in just putting something on the map. He had to reinvent it and make it. And he had to help it survive from a WCW that was kicking their ass.
Right.
Yeah. But I'm gonna go with this parish because Stone Cold wouldn't make my Mount Rushmore. Neither would The Rock.
See, when Matt, I'm gonna say this is why he makes it for me. Wrestling is entertainment first and foremost. When Stone Cold still has a record for most T-shirt sales in a night, it's because he's the most popular. It's because more people want to see him. He helped a company defeat their number one rival. He was one of the mainstays to that. I think his impact to the business was huge. If there wasn't Stone Cold, we're not watching Monday Night Raw tonight. And that's why
we're watching Nitro.
I think that's why he is. To me, I know Hulk Hogan pushed a lot of tickets one way and made a lot of money. But man, Stone Cold did the same thing in probably a different time and exceeded it. In fact, he is still a top 5 merchandise man in the WWE.
I was just going to point that out, Parrish. I was just going to point that out on Raw, SmackDown pay-per-views. We still see some 20 years later people wearing Austin T-shirts in the crowd.
I saw a list. It was Roman Reigns 1. I think it was Cody 2. It was, I think, Stone Cold 3, LA Knight 4, NWO 5.
We've got a no DQ match right now between Ciampa and The Miz going on right now.
Which just officially had the bell rung.
Yes.
And we're
Good
talking
way
about
to
guys who
start
cut
this
promos.
hour,
We
I
got
think.
The Miz, so
Ooh.
and the sky is still talking out there, guys.
Yeah, it is. Parrish, we've got a storm that's rolled through here, so
I can kind of hear it. I'm very much wondering if you guys are going to get cut off at points.
We're
well,
sort
that's
of
what
waiting
I
to
said
see
earlier.
and wondering.
I've had the same things going up as Ed and I were starting Wrestle Draft some days, and it's like, I got a storm. I live right outside an electrical box. If anybody's going, I'm going down first.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, I
see,
get it.
for me, some of the Wi-Fi towers are right on my building, so
that's true. Yes, I know where you live. That is true. Oh. I want to see the inclusion of more weapons in this match. Make it a true no holds barred. Just make it a hardcore match. That's what I used to do. That's what I thrive on. That's what I love. I don't want to see more of it. Come on.
Yeah.
then you would have thrived on the hardcore matches they had at MLW this past Saturday too.
Yeah.
That's what I've been told. I definitely need to see.
Sam Adonis, I thought was a
That was
standout,
insane, that match.
Yeah.
against Mance Warner, and then we also saw the tag team titles. Oh my god!
I was working. I wish I could have been there, but I was working.
I was supposed to be
Karl,
there, and I fell asleep.
I'm gonna see something for you, Karl. Just bear with me.
Okay.
Because we had two rooms open when we did the watch log. One actually had the entire show, which I'm pretty sure might have been recorded.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if it's still there, I will definitely have to DL it onto my CPU.
I would definitely talk to Bobby.
He was in here earlier.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he may have already downloaded.
Okay, Bobby, I know you came in because I mentioned Regina, so I just did it again. Where are you? Oh, see, there he is. Boom.
Oh.
It wasn't recorded.
Oh, Bobby,
Bobby, you're disappointing.
the buttons. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Awesome.
See, I mean, Google, I'm doing your job. I'm connecting people to information.
See, who needs Google? We have Parrish. Parrish is the new search engine.
Yeah. My search bar looks a lot different from what you think, by the way.
I'm not looking for your search bar.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
I'm searching on what beer I want.
Oh, I was going to
That's
say
my
it's
search.
all filled with, popular TV shows for young children.
Okay, I'm just gonna stay on this. The TV shows I had as a kid still beats the living tar out of any TV show today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. 100%.
Mr. Rogers, Mr. Dress Up, Sesame Street,
Fraggle
Today's
Rock.
Special, Fraggle Rock.
Boy Meets
Polka
World,
Dot Door.
Full House, give me a
Ninja
break.
Turtles,
Family
G.I. Joe,
effing matters.
Thundercats.
And now, gentlemen, I'm going to officially say it's one.
It's time for OMD's locker room visit. As my voice cracked there, what the hell was that? OMD is finally taking a locker room visit. We'll remove him from the stream just in case, because we don't want to hear his
ladder
stream.
match.
Bladder
Bladder
match.
ring. OMD. I was making fun of it.
So I've been thinking about this lately. How cool would it be if we had like a Saturday morning TV app that played like classic Saturday morning cartoons?
Dude,
Like G.I. Joe, Voltron, Thundercats, and all that shit.
Adventures of Tintin. Boom.
That too.
I have the DVDs in my house. Yeah, I do.
Ninja Turtles as well.
Yeah. I mean, come on. I mean, even the Mighty Ducks cartoon was pretty solid.
We can't say all of it has been bad though for the newer generation.
No.
Like my
No, I'm not
kids
gonna
are
lie.
like,
I actually like the new DuckTales.
right. Oh yeah, Danger Mouse and Inspector Gadget. Right? Yeah. But there were a few shows that I actually enjoyed sitting there watching with my children, like Tupi and Binu.
Oh man, Goosebumps was awesome back in the day.
Oh, hell yeah.
Rugrats.
Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Come on.
Dude,
Right?
Yeah.
I rocked that song on
Bucky
Spotify, by the way.
O'Hare was awesome. Ghostbusters cartoon was great. Oh, the match is back on.
Yes, it is.
So there's a little something about the Ghostbusters cartoon that I really like. The guy who voices Peter Venkman in the cartoon also voices Garfield. In the live action movies, Bill Murray plays Garfield and plays Peter Venkman in the Ghostbusters movies. I love that.
That's cool.
Bill Murray is a national treasure. If you don't like him, I don't like you. It's simple as put.
Why did the Miz put the table back? Oh,
Because he's a coward.
Yeah. Ciampa's like, here, I'll show you how to use the table. Or not.
Ooh. He might be comfortably numb because that's a little bin frick.
Oh my goodness. Oh, getting my heart rate going. Jeez.
Okay, here's the thing. If they do King of the Ring, I'm okay if Tommaso Ciampa wins it.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, I'd be fine with it.
So does the extreme
I was gonna
Canadian
say
Karl
he'd be a
Karufel.
better king than King Mabel, but everybody was a better king than him.
Yeah. The Men on a Mission.
Yeah.
Talking about those old, come on. Oscar was just awesome.
Oh yeah.
Mo and Mabel was just,
There.
Ooh.
I mean, they were great. I enjoyed them. Also, badass shows back in the day. Ghost Rider, if people know it. I know Astrid knows it. She always watched it in Spanish. I didn't. I watched it in English. Little known fact, first episode, Samuel L. Jackson's in it. Yeah, so it has credibility.
Yep, it does.
You mentioned Samuel L. Jackson. I just confused myself for a minute here. Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Okay. Because I was going to go back to Kindergarten Cop and be like, boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
No, but Pee-wee's Playhouse, that was my shit when I was a kid. So.
I know you were, but what am I?
Oh.
Today's secret word is
Oh, Big Comfy Couch was pretty solid.
Yeah, Lunette was fantastic.
Oh,
Not gonna lie, I had a crush on her when I was young.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I also just wanted to sit on my couch because it was really comfy.
yeah.
Also, Camp Caribou, gotta say it. If you're Canadian and you didn't like that show, then you're not a real Canadian.
I've never seen it.
I don't remember that one.
Hey, are you guys even watching this matchup here?
I sure am. I can do two
I
things
am.
at once.
It's fantastic. We're still talking kid shows here, Carl.
This match is
Okay, here
absolutely
comes the table spot
fantastic.
finally.
Hey, his finisher is called the fairy tale ending, which means children. All right. It works. And Miz has daughters too. It just all fits.
And by the way, guys,
Yes.
that's the beauty of getting the Raw watch along. We just go off the rails sometimes.
Yes, yes.
That's like every time I'm on a stream.
Now, does the fairy tale ending mean that Ciampa is a Disney princess?
Oh,
No. Because he just wants to be king. Come on. Like, come on.
that was beautiful.
Oh, Bronson Reed.
Oh, okay.
And this is all legal
Yep.
because it's a no
Bronson
disqualification.
as Mrs. Bodyguard is awesome. Pun intended.
I mean, didn't Miz already kind of bring him up as that a few months back, or
That
something
was
like
only
that?
a one-time or two-time paid deal, and now
I guess we're going back to that right now, or
I'm gonna say no. I'm thinking this is now Bronson looking for
somebody else.
somebody
fight?
new to fight because his thing with Ricochet and Shinsuke is over.
Guys, it's 2-on-1. That means Ciampa needs to find the way for a partner. It's going to bring back him and Gargano. And
Yeah.
I just want to say, Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, do Parrish's hand motions there.
23 flavors, motherfucker.
But no,
I'm
that
gonna
was a
give
fantastic match, and I really do think now we probably are getting DIY coming back together.
I'm giddy.
Why did it take the refs so long to begin the count for the Miz to even hook before the Miz even hooked the leg? That count could have been done before.
Because he has our watch along in his ear. Come on. He's like, ooh, TV shows for kids. Ah, yeah.
Right?
Match of the night lead says, yeah.
It's a yeah. I I'm still actually kind of don't know between Zoe and Becky there.
Yeah, I was gonna say it is right up there with the Zoe Becky match.
I mean, that was a pure match, and there's something about wrestling at its purity that just attracts me like anything. So,
And that Riddle, that Riddle Drew versus Vinci and Kaiser match was. It's up
I
there.
didn't.
Yeah, we've actually had
see
some.
that, so I don't.
We've actually had some bangers tonight.
And I want to give a shout out here in case you are watching. David Warren, thank you so much. You have subscribed to the Turnbuckle Studios YouTube page. I appreciate you. I've already given a follow back. Thank you very much, David Warren. You are appreciated, my friend.
And
I do want to give. I'm going to give a shout out to my now soon-to-be former place of employment at Aaron's for the computer monitor that is sitting here so that I can follow along with the chat.
Speaking of that, OMD, I'm so glad you got that monitor and just said, fuck you, I'm out, basically.
I
Oh, this
love
was just-
seeing Liv Morgan with a championship on her again.
Yeah.
I'm just such a fan of Liv.
I just enjoy Liv in general, man.
Yeah, everything about Liv Morgan. Just like how she's grown over the years.
when you think about where she like exactly like her first day in NXT on the TV to now, it's night and day. It's the same with Alexa Bliss. It's the same with
Becky
even
Lynch.
Rhea Ripley. When we saw her in the Mae Young Classic and what she is now, she is still under 26 years of age, and she is not even the standard. She is somebody that you don't even bet against. She makes the New York Yankees look like the underdog.
Yep.
And
Well,
the
this year they
confidence.
kind of are the underdog.
She owns the screen. She owns the room. It's amazing. She elevates people now at 25 years old. When we talk about prodigy and you want the definition, it's Rhea effing Ripley.
Yeah.
And we're now getting on our screen, going to the ring, our tag team champions for the women's division, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez.
Yep.
I am happy about this right now.
I want new champ. Is this a tag match? No, it isn't.
I don't know. I don't think
sure.
that they are actually in a match. They're going ringside to watch.
Yeah, I think they're doing a scouting thing. They did the same thing last week too.
But I'm wondering when this tag team title match is going to take place because it will not be SummerSlam.
No, it'll probably be the week before, I would assume.
Well, you got to wonder because apparently it's going around. It's out that Raquel is facing Rhea at SummerSlam.
Yep. And that is why I think Rhea cost them the tag titles.
Okay.
I could see it. I don't want to see it, but I can see it.
So let's see if we get yet another.
I don't mind because that means that the tag titles are Canadian again.
True.
So we have Sonya and Chelsea in the ring right now. So I wonder if we're going to get another vignette while we wait for their opponents to come to the ring.
Right.
Katana Chance and Kaden Carter.
Well, that's their opponents.
Yeah.
So all night, Parrish, what's been happening is that we'll be getting, like we're seeing here, right? Like we've seen the two of them go down to the ring, and then we go to commercial break. When we've come back from commercial break, we haven't gone back to the ring, but instead we have gone to a promo vignette of sorts before we actually get into the matchup. And that's happened, I think, 2 or 3 times already during this show.
It's been for people who aren't even involved in the match.
Yeah, the promos and stuff have been. So, yeah, wondering if that's going to happen yet again. That's becoming something that I'm not a fan of right now.
Well, maybe we see something with Dom, Finn, and Damian Priest.
That was how we've already had that to essentially open the show. That was sort of the first hour.
We also got that in a promo in between the entrances.
And we have Joe coming in saying, "Good evening, you magnificent bastards. Good evening to you."
How's it going, Joe?
Good evening, Joe.
How are you? Joe, hit me up in the DMs. Let's talk.
Go do it.
Yeah, I got Steam on my TV now, so I can do Among Us. You are my Among Us guy, so let's do it.
Leeds, are you thinking that this tag team matchup for the women here is not going to be a long matchup because we've still got KO versus the Judgment Day tonight?
Well, what time are we at right now?
Hey,
We're at 22:30.
Oh.
That's fine. Whenever you can. Whenever you can.
Yeah.
I stay awake at weird hours.
Shelping, is that scheduled helping?
Probably. Either that or he...
Yeah, this is probably just going to be a little 10-minute thing.
That's fine. I mean, you really... I wonder if... I'm going to throw something at you. I wonder if Raquel and Liv poise a distraction to allow the KC Squares to get the win, thus making this a triple threat.
Okay, I see where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
And that way, maybe, just maybe, we can then take the titles off Liv and Raquel and we still have a tag team title feud going on with some teams there. Because right now the KCs are doing a great job. They're right there.
They are.
And I kind of don't want to see them being Street Profit. And when I say that, they should be in the title picture at times, and sometimes they're just on the sidelines and they don't have anything else going on, and it's not the right move in my opinion.
Yeah.
So Joe coming in with a correction for us. It's schlepping. And for those of you that don't know, schlep or other forms of schlepping, to schlep is to drag or lug something. That's the definition of
schlep. I do that when I wake up, brother. Because I have a big gut, and yeah. If you're thinking of anything else, you're perverted.
To carry clumsily or with difficulty. To move slowly or laboriously.
So we did not get a vignette, thank God.
We did not,
No,
yes.
I think we're pretty much out of time for that. I'm thinking
but there's been
right.
times within the last half hour where we get a random vignette for no reason.
Big Joe.
Or the bodies hit the floor.
Joe, I can help you with that very soon.
You could be a mortician.
Like just go action already in this matchup.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I think Leeds is right in that this is going to be a short match because I think you have to get the intro. You're going to have to hit the intros for KO and Finley versus Judgment Day and then have that match start in about the next 10 minutes.
And that's why they're going so fast right now, because you can tell they're trying to get all their stuff in.
Yep.
That knee, good God.
Yeah.
I'm trying to react to the what did Chelsea just do? Then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, look at what Sonya just did.
I never really have been a huge fan of Sonya Deville's, but I give her credit for what she can do in that
Never
ring.
been a fan of Sonya Deville's butt?
Nope.
I've actually long been a fan of Sonya's. And I know, like, because you get that debate of people coming in with the MMA background.
Joe coming in saying, it's been an interesting night so far. I've had to call for a code brown. What's a code brown? It's exactly what you think it is. And I know what Joe's talking about there for sure.
Clean up on aisle everything.
I hope every time Connor Brown scores a goal for the Oilers, they call that a code brown. That'd be crazy. Although browning out in the music term is a completely different.
Yep.
No, but going back to Sonya Deville, there was a time where I was a fan of her, then I stopped being a fan of her because I don't know, she just stopped appealing to me as a wrestler.
You know what? And I can agree with you. I understand exactly where you're coming from, Chris.
Like I liked her MMA character, that what she was doing there, because I thought she kicked ass doing that, you know?
Yep.
See, I hated it.
See, with the whole, and I know you get that debate of former MMA stars coming in. And so I loved it. I mean, it worked for her. Others, it doesn't. And then after she lost her match to Mandy and the loser leaves, and then she came back in the management role, and it was like, why are you doing this? And then just booking yourself in these certain spots. It's just overplayed, overdone, and you're just annoying me. So now that she's back to this kick-ass.
It's been announced next week we're getting the Raw Women's Tag Title match.
There we go.
Yeah. With a little bit of a devious win, but still interesting.
But that's what we need out of Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville, to be that devious duo, you know?
You know what a good duo would have been? And I actually would have liked this. If they decided to ever turn Riddle heel, pair him up with Ronda Rousey.
Okay.
No. Well, as long as you're pairing them up, putting them on the bus on a long highway somewhere else.
I think a pissed off bro. I want to see what he has in a heel version. I actually do. I think if I can get a believable heel Riddle, okay, now I feel I can make money with that guy. Because I feel he's typecasted now. I don't think he can be anything more than what he is. But if you turn him heel, now I'm starting to think if that works, you're looking at him in a way you're looking at Finn Balor now.
Okay. Now I'm going to pose this one to you. Could you look at a heel RK Bro?
Yeah, because it's it's Randy Orton as a heel. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Like, the dude's a Hall of Famer. You can't convince me that anything with Randy Orton isn't going to be good.
Right.
And if you've seen Riddle's heel work in MLW, he's actually pretty damn good.
I have not, but we all know that WWE is different.
Yeah.
And I want to see how he transitions from the bro. Does he say no to bro?
Well, I know he's come out in an interview and said, you know, if I was ever to turn heel, then maybe I'd be like the rude dude with the attitude.
Yeah, but the doctor also told Daniel Bryan, Page, and Edge that they can't wrestle anymore. And, well, I mean, sometimes you just never know.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's a recommendation, and sometimes it's a recommendation that they're not understanding. I mean, Ciampa was actually told to stop wrestling.
Yep.
Yeah. I want to give credit where credit is due. Leeds, you were correct. You told us.
Yep. That was a
Quickie.
Yep. Now we're going to have a very quick 6-man tag for the main event.
And he's right. Soraya was told the same thing.
She was.
That's why
So was Edge.
I said Paige.
Yeah, you
I
did.
So
did
was
say Paige.
Sting.
I did say Paige. I did say, yeah. She's still Paige to me. One, because I'm not a fan of I know that's her name, but I just don't like it. Paige was always a better name. I don't know. There's something about her in AEW I just don't care about.
Yeah, you know what? I can agree with that 100%. There's just something.
I'll even throw this out there because I'm a huge Jericho guy.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I also just don't care about Jericho in AEW right now.
Okay.
I think I see where you're coming from on this one, Parrish, because before Jericho left the WWE, we'd see Jericho come in, do his shtick for 4 or 5 months, then he would leave and refresh himself. We're not getting that with him in AEW.
No, but he has refreshed himself 4 times over since he's been there.
I loved when he was the champion. I thought that was the best move they've done.
Yeah.
I thought Dean Ambrose was the wrong guy to give the title to next. I really did. I thought that's when Kenny Omega should have won it.
Okay.
And I don't care for Kenny Omega, but I do think that's the time they should have done it. And then Ambrose wins it from him. I know it's Moxley, but
right.
Yeah.
Anyway, my thing is I see Jericho now as a guy that has no limits and whatnot, and I don't care for him when he, says certain words that you never used to hear him say. Curse words.
Right.
I don't care about. I want him to build those stories to help make new guys relevant. When he put Action Andrade over, I'm like, okay, I want to see what he does next.
Right.
But that's where it was. And I'm like, there's something about him now that just disconnects me from.
And I've got to agree with Joe here. Yeah, he is getting a bit stale in AEW. I wouldn't put it past Jericho to come back to the WWE.
I don't think he'll ever come back to the WWE to wrestle, but I do think he'll be in the Hall of Fame, and I do think he'll take that. I think he'll still be in AEW because his wrestling days will finish in AEW.
Yeah.
I do believe that.
Yeah.
And Leeds has a good point too, saying that Jericho does still put over the young guns, which is great.
Yeah.
And to go back to Joe's other comment there, if Randy did walk away right now, though, it wouldn't be a letdown because he's accomplished so much.
Absolutely.
He's so right on that one because it wouldn't be a disappointment. It'd be a thank you, Randy. For sure.
Because you're at a point now with Randy Orton where you just want the best for him. You're emotionally caring about the human being and not the performer.
If he came out at SummerSlam and said, I'm retiring, my back can't take it, I'm standing up and I'm applauding at my TV.
If he came out and retired, it's as emotional when Edge did it, when Daniel Bryan did it. Hell, when Roman Reigns said he had leukemia, that was pretty bad. When we got tricked by Mark Henry, which was absolutely gold. But that's just the reality. It's because now you have grown up with Randy Orton. You respect him for what he did. You understand the end is closer than anything else.
Well, I mean, you figure Randy is right around my age.
Yeah, but
he's a year older
in sports nowadays. It really doesn't.
He is your age, OMD.
Yeah.
So just a couple quick things before we get to Joe's comment here. First, that was a huge bolt of lightning that I saw with a loud rumble of thunder going on there.
Yeah,
Two, does
my entire apartment.
Right? Does anybody know what a Viking rules match is?
No.
Because I'm a little pissed off that the commentator team and the WWE did not let us know what this matchup actually consists of.
Is that what you were throwing your hands up at?
Because you know what? They're probably announced it, and then they're going to say, we don't know what this is in its entirety until next week.
It's gonna be like William Regal in the Queensberry rules match.
I'll actually do you one better. It's the Nigerian match that they had at WrestleMania between Big E and Apollo Crews that you had no idea what the match was, but because you had
Nigerian drum match,
but you had two amazing talents in there, and they're gonna make it good.
It's gonna be a Punjabi prison match,
and that's when you didn't have every performer in the match being good, so it was what it was.
I mean, the last Punjabi prison match was actually okay, so
yeah,
that's because you got a surprise with it. You got something you didn't expect. You had your ups and downs with it. Right? Like what you thought you were gonna see didn't happen, and what you got is something you didn't expect. That you got an emotional drop kick.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, and Video Bro Bobby Munson coming in saying it is.
Hold on. I said that I was going to get to Joe's comment after my little rant there. We need to make sure that we keep things in order and do that.
Yes, absolutely.
Joe saying Randy Orton would be a great addition to training class. If nothing else, to teach these guys to run the ropes better, because Randy runs the ropes better than anyone out there, which I fully agree with. Yeah. OMD, what is Bobby got for us?
Bobby's saying it is it not like every other gimmick match? They throw a name on it and it's lazy booking. It's just going to be another no rules, no holds barred, no DQ, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it's lazy booking. It's something to make people curious about. It's not. I wouldn't say it's lazy. Is it? Maybe if you're looking at it, be like, oh, you're just doing this just so they can have this kind of match, but or maybe you do it somewhere. Like, I get it, right? Because you had the match with Ciampa and The Miz, and you're like, okay, let's try to make it different than everything else. I wouldn't say that's lazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying because sometimes you want to make the crowd feel like they're seeing something new. I'm saying right on, this is a Vince McMahon decision because that's exactly what it smells like. However, again, I will say you have the talent there to make it a good match.
You do.
I mean, look what it already has us doing. It has us talking.
Yep. And there's Dom with his Nerf bullets again. Why? I don't know.
I would love it if he just came out spitting a Nerf gun at the fans. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
Leeds, we already we talked about this earlier, actually.
Yeah, we definitely did.
Yep.
He won't.
He won't, but it's a possibility.
Oh, everything's a possibility with the money in the bank, but
I've always. Oh, that one was bright.
Yep.
I have an honest opinion that I think WWE is going to announce a next show in Puerto Rico, and that's where we're going to see the actual cash in of Baby.
Okay.
Oh,
it's see it.
What is your no leads? I see the comment.
Every question, just so you guys know, every question you fans ask is a very valid question, whether we covered it already or not.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I'm just going to go out there. If Damian Priest is to become World Heavyweight Champion in any shape, way, or form in the WWE, wouldn't you want to capitalize that and doing it in the place that he's from?
Absolutely. That's why they should have done it on Friday in Madison Square Garden.
No. New York, overrated. Do it in a place. They are a global company.
They are. He is of Puerto Rican heritage, but he was from New York. So.
Yeah. But Puerto Rican is before New York. You got to play the patient game with these Money in the Banks.
Oh, yeah.
I really believe that. Everything is too obvious now. The best part about the Money in the Bank is the shock and awe.
Yeah. Whoa!
Nice.
Oh, I love Kevin Owens. Good Lord.
Okay. I'm guessing I got to wait for it.
Oh, God, yeah. The Rhea Ripley yell down was amazing.
I'm just going to put this out there, but when Rhea Ripley retires from wrestling, she's going to make a fantastic manager.
I think Rhea Ripley can both wrestle and manage at the same time and be a Hall of Famer in both.
Thanks for coming in, Joe.
Hey Joe, if you didn't hear that, thanks for coming in.
Yeah, if you didn't hear that, thanks for coming in, man.
Hit Parrish up in the DMs or play Among Us with him.
Do it.
Me in the DM so we can set up the Among. It's gonna be a thing. Hey, I'm just letting people know. Come mid-October, I'm gonna have some time on my hand. Well, I'm gonna have a little bit more in-house time.
Yep.
Okay, that last one just lit up my entire apartment again.
Yep.
Hit him up, Joe. And that's an order. Right? Didn't even plan it. It just happened.
Yeah.
That was like our Astrid pose yesterday.
Right?
Just, oh my God.
Seamless. Crispy Minis
It was
in
sponsored
all
by the
dress
letter
today.
Q, because that's where it was on. Q.
Yep.
Yeah, Crispy Minis has been all over the advertising tonight.
I'm a huge fan of all dressed, so I may actually try those out.
You know, all dress is good, but I prefer.
I'll tell you, when I used to work at Shoppers Drug Mart, that was my go-to snack. I used to work at Shoppers. Crispy Minis was my go-to for snacking. Kayfabe man in sync.
Please tell me the Kayfablemen are not the new boy band.
No, the Kayfabe myself, Bobby, Karl Karufel, and Papa Smokes. Yeah, it was the original group inside of a group for OLE. Which is funny.
Somebody's still got to come up with the design, and I will put that onto a T-shirt.
Yeah.
I could see you guys doing like the Charlie's Angels pose to that.
I kind of rather do the Ghostbusters commercial one because it's
that one works too.
I would much prefer more like maybe a Shield type of, situation going on.
So you want to do the Marvel TV show?
No.
Oh.
You're right. So like, I could get my fist in here. Where's everyone else's?
Yeah. As per Daniel Bryan, we're all about fisting.
Look at the screen. There we go. Parrish has got it.
I know what you're
Other
doing.
side, Chris.
I'm getting there. It's covering my face.
OMD, you got to move yours over towards your microphone and up into the corner.
Somebody should screen cap this.
Close enough.
Thing. Yeah. I feel now I could just do a bushwhacker and be like,
I was going to say, can we get the Nation of Domination music going?
What a banger of a theme song that was too, eh?
Right?
I just got bad news. The meat was still frozen, so my wife didn't make hamburger helper. I love hamburger helper.
What kind of hamburger helper was it, though?
Okay, I love a lot of different ones. We had the lasagna one.
The lasagna one is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And like the cheeseburger
but also
one?
Yeah.
The 3 cheese manicotti.
We didn't have milk one time, so she made it without milk, and it was great because I had KFC's honey barbecue sauce that I added to it. So good. KFC's honey barbecue sauce.
I'll tell you what I did once. I had a pack of ground veal, and I made hamburger helper with it, and it was freaking good.
It's fantastic, Parrish.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just don't
just as fantastic as this match right now. I love this. Oh, I'm usually not a fan of 6-man tag matches.
No, they've been getting better because they haven't allowed them to be these huge cluster bombs,
right?
Of everybody hitting their finisher in 30 seconds.
Now that OMD said that, we're going to get that.
I do not want my prediction to come true.
You already put it out there in the universe.
I love the fact that KO and Finn Balor get to wrestle all the time with each other now.
Yeah.
If nobody knows, they are best friends. And when KO won the Universal title from Finn Balor, when Finn Balor had to resign, he felt so bad. Yeah. He called Finn Balor, and Finn Balor was, I guess, with his parents, and his parents were happy that if anybody did it was Kevin Owens because they understood how much their son loved Kevin Owens as a person.
Well, when they all came into NXT and they were all there at the same time, they were essentially given the free reign. It was Finn, KO, Shinsuke, and Sammy.
Yeah, and
basically given the
if I'm not mistaken, Finn Balor defeated Kevin Owens for that NXT title.
Yes, he did in the ladder match.
Yep. I believe it was in Japan too.
It was,
yeah. Where Brock Lesnar was also on the card against, I believe
Kingston.
It was yeah.
That was actually a decent little show, by the way.
I think Chris Jericho wrestled Pac, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. How about that as a knowledge? Uh-huh.
Big E wanting
Yes,
a match with
Leeds.
Ridge Holland. I say yes, and that would be
But fantastic.
He
It was
wants to
because
be
it
able to
was
shake
Ridge.
his hand afterwards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Ridge
Ridge-
felt incredibly bad for what he did for
Ridge
Big E.
Holland is one of the guys that I can't say enough good things about the performer and the person of Ridge Holland.
Yeah.
He didn't do anything wrong in there. It was just a very bad thing.
Yeah.
And I can tell you from experience, when you do something and you know you didn't do anything wrong, but somebody got hurt badly out of it, you still feel so bad.
Yep.
You feel guilty that you can still do something and that person can't.
Yeah.
And to see the respect that he got out of it, and to see him work his ass off to be better since then and not use it as a deterrent to be work, a lot of respect goes to Rich Holland.
So now, Leeds, I want to know, where did you hear that from? Because I know for some of us, we heard that from one of our good friends on his spoiler warning show.
Tom Cullen.
Did you hear it in the exact same spot? And Parrish, where did the banner links for our friend Mr. Tom Collahue go? I couldn't find
tried
them.
looking for them.
Well, did you go into the like the Wrestle Draft stuff? Because if you went into the Wrestle Draft stuff, you could find it right there.
Perfect.
Oh.
As we mentioned earlier to everybody, we do Monday Night Raw watch-alongs. Tom Collahue does Friday Night SmackDown watch-alongs. There they are down below, streaming across your screen for you. Go and follow our good friend Tom Collahue. Does amazing stuff over there. He is very knowledgeable, and he will give you the best knowledge possible by taking a look at several sources before breaking any type of news to make sure that everything is on the up and up. Tom, thank you so much for the support that you continue to give us. I appreciate you, and I'm sure I can talk for the rest of us. We all appreciate you.
Yes.
Oh yeah. He's fastly becoming one of my number one news sources. So
before we talk about the amazing sell of the Stunner from Dominic Mysterio, I'm also going to just point out that Tom Collahue might be amazing at what he does, but he's also an even better human being.
Oh yeah.
For the comments and the direct messages that he sends people, it's really amazing. He's someone that cares.
Yeah.
And that's rare.
Oh.
Huge choke slam.
Sammy gave him air on that one.
Ooh, let's let OMD catch up here.
Yeah. We want you to relish in what we just saw when you catch up.
I mean, I usually prefer mustard, but whoa, that was another flash of lightning.
Yeah, she's getting real close here.
I like honey mustard. No.
I enjoy honey mustard too.
Hey, I had honey mustard with my chicken nuggets from Burger King the other day. So
KFC also has great honey mustard. Just going to point that out. KFC, your sauce game is excellent.
Yeah.
Are you caught up, OMD?
Are you all caught up there, OMD? OMD? Earth to OMD. Are you all caught up
alive?
There?
Mr. OMD.
Dan!
Oh, he's silent.
No shit. Sorry.
We can't hear you, dude. Somebody better text him or something.
Thanks for joining us, Leeds. Appreciate that.
I'm going to stop that. I don't need
very
to
much
hear that anymore.
We very much appreciate your support. We very much appreciate taking the time to enjoy us. Do whatever. The funny thing is, he's not even muted.
No, he's not.
I think someone is.
Yeah.
You can look at us all you want, OMD. We can't hear you.
We can't hear a dang thing you're saying, boy.
That mouth needs to open sometimes.
Can you hear us? He obviously can't even hear us because I'm asking, can you hear me? Nod your head if you can hear me. There is no head nodding going on.
The Toronto Maple Leafs suck ass. Not if you understand what we're saying. Oh, come on. I thought that was going to work.
You just needed to keep on with the head nodding a little bit.
Yeah.
God,
He has absolutely nothing. Let's remove him from there for just a moment. Yeah. He's giving me thumbs up. Those thumbs up, does that mean you can hear us now? Not if you can hear me.
Oh, it has to be a clip. It has to be a clip.
Give me a big old thumbs
because
up.
You got three guys totally effing with him right now, and it's great.
Give me a big old thumbs up if the Toronto Maple Leafs suck. Can you give us a big old thumbs up?
Oh, he's finally getting my message.
I wonder if his headset has like a battery or it's charged and it just died on him. I mean, I've already quoted comfortably down, but
he's saying he can't hear us either. So
I know he couldn't. Clearly,
but it's like, not if you can hear me. There, I've actually.
Oh. He just left. He just left, and I think that this is comedy gold.
Well, I mean, we do what we can here. We do what we can.
Oh, that's all part of all four of us actually being in a professional wrestling ring at one time or another, holding a stick in our hands and trying to entertain people. We just know how to go with the flow, ad lib, and do what we got to do.
Also, if anybody watches the Canadian side, I know dodgeball always comes comes next.
Yeah,
but the stage they have right now is amazing.
I turned it off because I didn't want to hear it anymore.
Dude, turn it on. Oh, not turn it on. They're playing now. Nobody cares about that. But the stage they came out of, it was a nice stage.
It was kind of like a WWE presentation with them coming out.
Yeah, it looked better than the live event stage, that's for sure.
Very interesting.
They put some money into that. Good for you. The game is absolutely asinine to why it's on TV, but I mean, good for you for putting the give a shit factor in it. I can respect that. And
come on, focus.
I can, but I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, his computer probably froze.
My whole thing.
My whole thing is completely frozen now. Oh damn!
That happened to me. That happened to me just before I got into the room here. Everything just froze on me suddenly.
Well, maybe it's a storm that you guys have. I don't know. Like I really
this was for me. It was before the storm, before OMD. Yeah, it could be the storm actually.
Okay, well, I'm trying to give him an out right now, and you're not helping.
Hey, I'm agreeing with
with that being said,
we got to storm on out of here.
But before we do, I'm gonna look on who to raid.
Perfect.
And,
while you're looking at that, OMD does say, "Yeah, I will graciously wish everyone a good night and head off."
Yeah. See you later, OMD.
And if you're on the OLE website, I'm gonna rate an old friend of Karl and I. And that is a certain bearded host of ours.
Okay.
So that's already been done. So yeah.
I kind of want to hop on my Twitter to see what this, or my Twitch to see what it is.
Thank you so much to everybody for coming along with us here on this journey for Monday Night Raw. We're going to get to our quick ends here. Chris Best, where can people find you quickly?
All right, you can find whoa. You can find me
I'm
on
a real boy.
Once I was a little wooden boy. No, you can find me on YouTube at ChrisDamage83, aka CBRS Entertainment, or you can find me on Twitch at CBRS_Entertainment, or you can tune in alongside. You can tune in tomorrow night with me alongside Karl for the Turnbuckle Talk at 8:05 tomorrow night, and next Monday night's Raw Watch Along.
That's right. For OMD, you can find him on Facebook at Daniel Hrycyk, HRYCYK, or on Snapchat, One Man Dynamic. My friend, my brother, Chris, where can the people find you? Chris Best, or Chris Parrish, I mean.
Hey, you already did me.
Yeah, you did. But if you want to follow me, you can follow me on the Twitch at Chris Parrish. Follow me on the Instagram, Chris.Parrish. I'm on Threads. That's the same as Chris.Parrish. Why not? I mean, some a-hole had my account on Instagram, so just spread. Be mad at him. My YouTube at Chris Parrish, where you can find random watch-alongs, random test streaming, because I still are dumb at it. Same with my Twitch at the Chris Parrish. I'm on Kick as well as kick.com/Chris Parrish. Watch me every Sunday with Bustin' Out at 12:15 Eastern. And then we're going to take a little hiatus to set up for season 2 of Wrestle Draft. Why? Because I won season 1. That's right. As I was the host of what show? Monday Night Raw. Of course. And Ed, he finished third. Just saying. WCWB. Just want to say that old bastard Eric Bischoff took not only your girl Nikita Lyons, but he also did better numbers than you. What are you going to do? Make sure that you stay tuned for Wrestle Draft Season 2.
And for myself, you can find me at my Linktree, linktr.ee/Karl Karufel. That is linktr.ee/KarlKarufel. Thank you so much, everyone. We really appreciate you all. Make sure to hit that thumbs up on the YouTube side of things. Subscribe to the channels. Show us some love, and we will show you love, because that is the OLE way. Till next time.
Always followed my own direction. No one can pull me out. I've always felt different.